We thief, motherfucker.
Welcome back to another episode of Roil Talk podcast. This is the redo, smoke, lift, and live, baby.
So it's like, is this what, 18.5 or 17.5? What is this, Jorge?
Oh, the episode?
Well, if it's like the second one, we call it point.
Before we get started, we just want to thank everyone for all your love, support.
Yes.
We appreciate everyone.
Especially East Coast gave us some big love on that.
Bro, so I just want to give a quick shout out to East Side Muay Thai Gym. They're all dope there, dude. They were showing so much love.
Did you get the pads?
No, I didn't.
Come
I was all in
on.
jeans and shit, bro.
Joe slapped
Guidoed out.
Yeah.
Guidoed out.
He's
No.
like, put your hands out.
I want to give a shout out to because they're blasting us out there, you know, they're just super
respect.
supportive, really
you
fucking,
guys.
yeah, just awesome, super hype. So thank you, Lexi Rizal. All right, so let's get into this. This is our redo on this. We'll explain in a minute, but I get the privilege of introducing our guest, longtime resident of High Desert, Southern California. Really good guy. We're going to get into his backstory. He's an entrepreneur, retired cop. Without any further ado, let me introduce Danny Pulido.
Yeah.
Okay, I got scared.
right.
Oh, shit. Thanks, Dan, for coming on again.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
He's back.
Yeah. We had a misfortune.
It's your boy.
Oh, sweet.
What's up, homeboy? What's up?
like that, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
He usually
He just came up and phone checked us,
Nah, he
dude.
usually runs the show. Come in here, tear it up. So
He
that
straight
he's
looked around like-
Yeah, we're going to have to get an episode with him on here.
sorry guys, he's part of the
No,
show.
he's all right.
So we had a little issue with our last episode when we recorded last week with Danny. Our audio didn't come through very good, so we decided to reshoot it, which is good because we have extra questions and stuff, and we had a really good talk with you last time. We dove deep into entrepreneurship and a couple, some really cool stuff.
Yeah, some good conversations.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Cool, yeah.
Thank you for coming back on.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's start a conspiracy. We actually talked about Trump, and next thing you know, the episode went missing. So
That is true.
you know, I don't know, Joe. You're a
It didn't
Democrat.
really
I
go
know.
missing. I mean,
that
I
deep
got
state.
it.
It's the deep state.
I put it all together on a thing, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Next thing you know, CIA showed up or what?
Yeah. They're like, excuse me, sir, we're going to need all your footage, your backups, your hard drives.
Poor Joe has to let the whole crew know, and then he has to call the guest that came. I'm like, that's on you, bud.
Yeah.
It's
So
all
he
good.
did it.
We had more pre-rolls?
We got this bad boy.
All right, spark it up. I need to smoke.
Dude, we smoked nonstop last time. I think.
Yeah,
know.
last time there was a choo-choo train in this bitch, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
Yep.
Danny.
Yeah, it's all good.
I fucking,
we
I
got
made
him after.
love to In-N-Out after that fucking episode, dude.
yeah.
I pulled up in that bitch like,
Dude, I landed at midnight last night, and then me and my girl went straight to In-N-Out. And I was like, we got to get a burger. And they're so good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I ate like a fucking fat girl during Shark Week this whole
Which one
past
did you
week,
eat
dude.
at?
I was eating
Well,
anything in
Vegas?
sight. It was vacation mode.
No,
I was in
no,
vacation.
Got to, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was in vacation mode.
Let's
No
do
gym. I'll be at the gym tomorrow, but there was no gym for the past
I haven't
4
been to the
days. Just
gym.
eating,
Yeah, me
eating,
neither.
fucking, and
You
smoking,
either? We're
Jack.
all in the same kind of.
Yeah, that's
You're
what
gonna be you're gonna be strong when you go back to.
Bro, I don't know. Your boy's balls were depleted, so we'll see. You know, I mean,
Extra shot.
yeah, I'm gonna need an extra test up the ass this week.
I saw this girl post something today. She's like, if you don't have a testosterone level of over 900, don't talk to me. I was like, damn.
That's a woman.
And the
right
first
there.
time I was like, someone tell this dude to calm down. I was dying. I was like, that's great.
That's a real good one, dude. The comments are where it's at.
for sure.
Like if you like a little post or whatever, then you start getting the comments. Oh, it's the best.
But people are so hateful, man. Dude,
Haters, bro.
I like it's the best when one person makes a stupid comment, everybody just
Yeah,
jumps
just
on like
jumps on him.
they put his
Yeah.
name and
Yeah.
like,
They-
this
yeah.
guy's an idiot. He
It's
needs
almost like they do it on
Hey,
purpose for the
And there's
attention.
even bad people
Trolls.
like he needs to die, and I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah, like, whoa,
Like,
he just disagreed.
yeah, let
He's
him
like,
be.
take it easy.
Yeah, you go kill yourself. I'm like, Jesus
Right,
Christ.
Right.
Yeah, vote for Trump. You're a fucking
Joe-
racist.
Joe-
Dude, I saw
The
one.
mob.
I watched those golf kids I've told you about, right? The good boys, and they had this all-time shot where this one dude hit a hole-in-one on a par 4, which has only ever happened like once in history on the PGA Tour. Anyways, someone else reposted it. And everyone in the comments was like, I saw this. They kept hitting it until they tried to make it and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bro, I watched it the day they posted because I've been following them for years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No such thing did they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like these people just come out of nowhere and just start talking shit. They don't
They're
even
just
have an
trolls,
answer.
dude. Just internet trolls.
right?
That's all it is, dude. I think they're bots.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even
You think
they're
it's
real
AI?
people, dude. Yeah, I think they're bots.
Hey,
I think it's
Terminator-
half and half.
Terminator, Jack,
I think there's
I'm
half
telling you.
idiots and half.
Terminator 2.
Yeah, dude. That's why they're trying to ban the whole TikTok. You know.
yeah.
It passed today. It
that
passed
platform.
today. Didn't it pass today?
So it passed
It
the
passed
House.
to get voted.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
passed the House, and then it has to go up to the Senate, and then the president signs it. So-
Does Joe knows what he's signing? He's
Probably not, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Grandpa Joe. Did you see the State of the Union?
No, dude.
I'm
not gonna waste my time.
Dude,
watching that.
first of all, they
Dummy.
fucking gave that old kooky bastard every drug in the book.
Yeah.
And he just yelled, "Ah!" You're like, Joe. In the
Dude,
Hispanic
so-
community, we say "Kamate way."
I have like
Calm down, bro. Did you see? Jorge, did you see him? And Putin's marching to Russia. Like, bro.
I have a political issue on my TV right now because we have a snowbird in our place in Havasu. And
Oh, yeah, you were telling us about that.
For some reason, every time I turn my TV on YouTube TV, CNN is on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fuck with CNN.
There's a spy in the house.
Yeah, so then I asked my chick, and I'm like, what the fuck you watching CNN? Like, I'm pissed off at her immediately.
He's got his Tucker Carlson bus shirt on.
Yeah.
Are you watching CNN, bro?
Yeah, like I hear fucking the voice that come out just in my towel out of the shower, like, what? Who the fuck put CNN on?
You're like
And
multiple genders.
she's
What?
like, hey, we have so and so in Havasu, and it's connected to the TV, and I'm like, oh shit. So now,
You got a liberal in the house.
yeah, I'm like, fuck, man,
Bro, it's so hard, like, when you know someone is so on the opposite spectrum as you, and you're trying to, like, kind of converse with them. You're like, okay, let's find common ground and
Just
not
don't talk
about
about
that.
that.
Yeah, but it's hard because it's in the back of your head. If I say this, are you going to get offended, you know?
They probably will. They probably will. Did you see Robert? Did you see Robert? Fuck, I love Robert De Niro, dude. He's the biggest fucking pansy in the world. He was like, if Trump gets in,
You love him, but he's a super demi.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
for
he's
sure.
an amazing actor, dude. He
You see
portrays
that?
these badasses.
See that?
I didn't see that one. No.
Yeah, did you see it on Bill Maher?
Yeah, yeah.
He was
He's
like, if he gets in,
super.
he's coming for me. This show probably won't even be on no more. I'm like, bro,
He
calm
always
down.
relax, you old bastard.
Last time he got in, remember he made that stupid old speech at one of the award shows
Yeah.
and everything. I'm like, why? Like, you're not getting.
Did you
away
watch
with
the
this.
Emmys or the Oscars?
No, I don't watch
No,
that
don't
bullshit.
either.
I don't watch that. I rather watch porn than fucking the Emmys. At least I know I'm getting paid off in the end. You know?
Yeah, I get something in return, right?
Yeah, I'm coming. So, you know.
What the fuck? This might be an unpopular opinion, but Billie Eilish, whatever.
Yeah,
How
that-
the fuck does she keep winning, bro? She doesn't. I've never heard anything from her that was like, God damn, she's good. You know what I mean?
She does have some
Personally.
popular shit.
I don't
does,
know.
but-
You could play her music right now. I wouldn't fucking know what it is.
I wouldn't either.
So,
I don't know. Maybe it's just
I'm
'cause
a
we
man,
don't-
and
don't
I
listen.
don't pee sitting down. So, yeah.
okay.
I don't listen to Billie Eilish.
Well, I do sometimes.
Yeah. It's,
You listen to Billie Eilish?
Especially
No,
at
I
night.
pee sitting down. If I'm
If
at
it's to
home.
check the gram.
If I'm,
okay.
yeah.
They
I want to
say-
sit down and relax
Or
for a
if you
second.
wake up in the middle of the night.
And they,
Yeah,
You're just
yeah.
tired?
Yeah.
You sometimes I'll
You're
fucking
trying to
pee,
stay
dude.
sleepy
I'm
or
not
whatever.
fucking
I would just fucking
Hey,
pee.
how about you ever do those
Can't
ones
open
where
your eyes.
you ever do those ones where you had sex a couple
Yeah,
hours
after you
before,
fucked and then it's
you wake up
wild.
in the morning like, and you
Oh,
go
yeah,
pee, it's
it's
all
like-
psh, like, oh shit.
It's like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fucking me, myself, and Irene. He's
Yeah.
using all this shit in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
yeah.
Did we fuck last night?
Oh shit! I need to rewatch them. Hey, did you went to Tony today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he Escape from L.A.?
Yep.
Yeah, dude. I was like, this is so good.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Snake.
Yeah. Oh, Snake. Yeah.
Right there, right there. Snake Plissken, that's his stomach.
Is it what's Pliskin?
Snake Plissken. That's his stomach tattoo. Escape from New York.
Yeah, he
Escape
does.
from LA.
Yeah.
I saw you got a new tattoo.
Yeah,
right?
cover up Jack. My Rambo knife. It's right here. Fucking hurt like a bitch, but it was good.
Did it?
Yeah.
That spot hurts, burns back there.
Oh, dude. Oh, I was kind of like Steve. Shout out to Steven at Tattoo Image. He's coming on, guys. He's gonna give me the date. But Steven, amazing work as always. He did both my legs. He did Ivan Drago on my left. He did. You ever watch Bloodsport? You ever seen Bloodsport? Jesus Christ, these youth.
You're 32, right?
32. Yeah.
God, bro. And anyways, different movie villains from the 80s.
Changes quickly, 1 year difference. Like, poof.
Yeah,
Joe's
dude,
like
anyways.
right there. He's but
What? Joe's right where?
you don't watch some of these movies.
You gotta watch some of these movies, dude.
Oh, I know.
I guarantee
I
you'll
do.
get an inch on your biceps. Guarantee after Bloodsport. But anyways, shout out to Steven at Tattoo Image. Did some work on my arm, but yeah, I was good because I'm so, of course I'm covered in ink, but I'm sitting there and he's doing it. We're just talking about. He's a movie guy. Loves Tombstone. That's like his favorite movie, dude.
yeah.
So he has in a glass case like the script and everything that was given to him from Bill Paxton, and he has it in the tattoo shop. But anyways, we're talking about it. And like he's like, "What do you want to do on your arm?" And I said, "I want." He's looking at my arm because he's like, "You got big ass arms, dude." So he's like, "I'm gonna do this." I'm like, "What?" He's like, I'm gonna carve in like Rambo carved in your arm. They drew first blood. That's why I said it looks like blood in the corner. So it's all carved in under here on the tendons.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's painful
Yeah.
back there.
Oh, dude.
Do
Yeah,
you
it's a
have
bitch.
tats?
Yeah, I have this whole arm sleeve, but
Yeah, here's a-
except right here. So
That
Yeah.
shit,
that very
I
back.
have
here,
back
yeah.
here, like on my whole back over,
haven't
but
done
when
that
it gets
yet.
into like the armpit area, it's
Oh.
like a
Yeah.
whole. It's not like it's like a burn. Like
It's
you're
like
like
your whole neck's rattling.
you're like,
too. You're like, oh,
like it's like sizzling. Like,
Yeah.
You're like, oh
Yeah, dude. I remember when I got my cherry blossoms done, my Iceman tattoo on my chest. So I have a whole little pile of cherry blossoms. Dude, my neck was going because he was hitting something right here. I'm like, dude, what are you doing to me?
You guys
or is
ever
it the
use
tread?
numbing cream?
yeah.
No,
I use it on
I have.
my forearm, my inner forearm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works for like 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
If you put it on
Because
properly.
they keep wiping it, and eventually it goes away.
And
But
it only lasts like 4 hours
Yeah.
too.
Is the
so-
wipe the worst part?
after a while.
After a while, yeah.
Yeah.
At the end, it ends up being the shading and then the white. Most artists like to fill it in with white to give it more contrast.
Yeah.
But dude, it gets not.
yeah, the wiping
you're tender,
does,
like
yeah.
it just.
I can only imagine.
It's like a bad sunburn, and then having a needle just digging in you.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
sucks,
for sure.
dude.
It's like on fire.
Dude, I got sunburned up in Tahoe. I couldn't fucking believe it, dude. My face.
Closer to the sun.
Yeah, dude,
Oh, yeah,
I
you are.
guess, right? Hello,
Closer to
fucking
the sun,
chooch.
yeah.
Dude, I'm over there. Dude, I'm like, I'm looking fucking sexy with my shades on, and I'm like, why the fuck is my face hot? And I look at the bathroom, bro, red. I'm like, I'm ugly. I have the markers of horror on my neck, and I'm ugly. But anyways, so we were all out of town doing stuff.
Yeah.
How was your thing?
It was good. Went to Virginia Beach, then to Springfield.
How's Tay?
Justin Tay, he's great, man. About to have a baby.
JT all day. I love you, man.
Yeah, Justin
Miss you.
Tay, shout out.
He's a cool cat.
Yeah. He's on. Follows the page, huh?
Yeah,
Doesn't he?
yeah,
Yeah, he
he's-
think you just followed
Yeah,
me
yeah.
too.
We'll get him on here one day. Yeah, he's a character of his own, bro.
Oh, dude, he's funny.
Yeah, he's good people.
So it was a baby shower.
It was a wedding reception / baby shower.
Okay. What the fuck?
For them?
Yeah, because they already got married beforehand. So they had a fucking Jake. I always see him if I'm holding the joint too long. He like looks at it.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Kind of like when the guests are doing something wrong, they're sitting like this, and Joe keeps going.
All right, Dad. Huh?
Yeah. I'm like, Joe,
My
pass
bad.
the fuck. Puff. There's a video on this.
I know, huh?
Yeah, he's complaining.
We got
now.
so
He's
much
like-
hate on that fucking video.
You
too.
did, sir.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Not us.
You had to-
You know what somebody told me on my job? Why does he pick on Jorge?
I told you.
Do I pick on you, Jorge?
Joe's tough on Jorge.
No. See, dude, we talk like almost every day, even like not in our.
Hey, stop trying to justify what the fuck's going on.
Okay, well, okay, we'll ask his opinion.
No, we're listening to the.
Hey, so you
viewers.
went to hey, you went up to Michigan too? Did you go up to Michigan? Right.
Yeah. So then we drove 8 hours to Detroit.
8 Mile.
Yeah, it was really cool. I went to the Ford house out there. It was Henry Ford's kid's house and stuff. And
Nice.
yeah, other than that, we drove by Eminem's house. You know,
How was
on
that?
8 Mile. It's cool. You
Should have
know?
been like, you voted for Biden.
Bro, there are dispensaries everywhere there, and everywhere you go, bro.
Hey, Tahoe.
Stores. I just smelled weed the whole time I was there. It's nuts.
Tahoe,
Everyone
yeah,
smelled.
Tahoe. Everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, pretty wild. Yeah. So when did you come back? Last night.
I got home 2 a.m. this morning.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Right back
been
to
running
work
errands
for all
since I
of
got
us.
up.
Did you work
Yeah.
there or no?
No, other work I had to like go meet vendors and stuff. But yeah, what about you? You went to Tahoe?
I went to Tahoe. It was a little vacay, and it was fucking fantastic.
4 days?
4 days.
Was there snow up there?
Was there fucking this Bigfoot butt fuck grizzlies in the mountains?
Yeah.
Yes, dude. There was snow up
Fucking
there.
Yeti was there.
Yeah, fucking gorilla was in the mountains looking for a
SoCal
bear.
Yeti went to Tahoe.
I was looking for a fucking bear to butt fuck. Couldn't find any.
Did you drive the Dodge?
No, we ended up with a bunch of friends.
Oh, okay.
And fuck, dude, it was just a good time. The slopes, beautiful snow.
You went snowboarding?
Yeah,
Skiing?
Yeah,
Snowboarding?
yeah, and then
Which one?
where
Were you snowboarding or skiing?
snowboard.
Okay.
You
And
can
then-
snowboard?
Yes.
You good?
No.
Decent?
Get from the top to the bottom.
I put this way,
Imagine
1
this
to
big old
5.
Yeti
Hey,
just
hey,
coming
1 to
down the
10. 1 to 10.
Yeah.
If I go down the mountain 10 times, I'm probably gonna come down 5 of them. Other than that, you'll probably find me halfway up. So fucking, you just gotta.
He's there for the experience.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it before. I could surf like a motherfucker. I'll take you on that ocean because I'm light as a feather on the fucking Pacific Ocean. I can surf all day. But the crazy part is, like my nephew always tells me, he was like, how come you don't skateboard? I'm like, do you look at me? Get a fucking door with some Goodyear
Skateboard.
tires underneath it, and then maybe I'll try skateboard.
Because I'm not 13.
Yeah.
You guys
Whoa, Joe, take it easy.
Hey,
I mean, I skateboarded.
do you
but-
guys remember Robin Big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
when Big tried to skateboard?
Yeah, and he fucking kept falling.
Bro, the factory, Deer Decks.
Yeah.
Deer
Fantasy
Deck
Factory?
Fantasy Factory, dude. I love that show.
that was
they
a good
did some
one.
cool shit on there. Do you see that part where Chanel West Coast gets hit in the face with the dodgeball like
Yeah.
3 times?
Rob did it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever been up there to Tahoe? Up there? Have you been that
I
way?
drove through a couple times.
Yeah,
I never
really?
like hung out there, but I drove
It's
through a few
fucking
times.
beautiful. Yeah.
You been up there,
Yeah,
Dan?
super nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
I
When
haven't.
did you go?
Oh man, like 2 years ago.
Like winterish?
Oh,
Summer?
yeah, December.
Okay.
Yeah, went up there for a
I haven't
concert.
been there.
Oh, you would love it, dude.
Yeah.
Because
I know the water is clear in the summer. I'm like a water guy,
snowboard?
so I like it in the
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah,
Dude.
I suck. I'm not good.
Oh, yeah.
but
Oh,
I'll,
you
Thanks,
do.
see,
got
we're
it.
honest. We're
Same
honest.
as
See,
Jake, yeah.
Hispanics don't belong on board.
5 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm falling,
No, I
bro.
don't
I'm falling. Hey, put this way. I went up looking gorgeous, and next thing you know, I was just covered in fucking. I'm like, my glasses are all fucking crooked.
snow up your butt crack.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm so fuck. Yeah, what up?
So
Yeah.
where you went to?
Just Vegas.
You went to Vegas?
Yeah.
So when did you go
gymnastics.
Saturday?
Sunday.
You went one day?
Yeah.
You didn't stay the night or anything?
Just because I work late on
quick.
like Saturdays
Oh,
or
yeah.
late, so I'm like, by the time we
Yeah.
get there and all this shit, we just drove up and back down.
So your daughter had a
Yeah.
gymnastics
She
competition?
killed it.
Yeah, she won the handstand competition and then got 4th overall. So
Nice.
she did all right.
Go ahead, girl.
Good.
Yeah, no, but the funny thing is, I try to get her to go like do well with gymnastics and be competitive, or at least I am. And she gets mad at me like, I'm not as competitive as you, or I can't do that. I'm like, listen, just practice more and you can do better. Like you're right there, third and fourth. You can just do a little bit more, you'll be winning.
Yeah.
And so she's been practicing for the fucking handstand competition. She goes and wins. So I'm like, hey, like I'm trying to point it out to her now. Like, you've been practicing? She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, why don't you do that with the other shit and you
Hell
win?
yeah.
She's like, I don't want to talk about it.
She's like, Coach, back up. She's with her medal on. Back up, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she got a big old crown, and then she got put at the center of like the thing where everybody was performing. They cheered for her, so she was super happy.
Oh, that's dope. Right on. Made you
There's
proud of his
probably-
daddy, huh?
There was probably like 20 girls doing it, like all together out there, and she won. Like stayed
Nice.
up the longest on her little
On her
handstands.
hands.
Yeah.
They,
I saw
they
your
have to
video.
walk and everything. Like,
No, they just have to stay up.
Oh, okay.
And there's like a bunch of girls everywhere, so some are falling and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty cool.
She was the last one there?
Yeah, she
Fuck
made it,
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Like everybody.
She's probably, it's my dad's shirt. It's my dad's
She was
shirt.
still going even though they were down. Like,
Yeah, like
they're like,
she
hey, you
was-
won, you won.
Yeah, she kind of just stopped. And
She's like, I'm sorry, I came here to win.
Yeah. Yo. You want to come in? No. You got your helmet on? Mom, put your helmet on?
Nice. Nice.
We got Adam's boy trying
Yeah.
to get
Little
in
Adam.
and
Little
on
Adam.
the smoke
Little
sesh,
Adam.
but
Yeah.
Little Adam.
How many kids do you have, Danny?
2 kids, 2 boys, 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
3-year-old and 1-year-old.
Yeah.
You're a new dad.
Yeah, it's
Phew,
a-
dad. You got a lot to go.
I'll kite in my house all day, dude.
He's grinding diapers, baby
Yeah, dude.
wipes, formula.
3:30.
Yeah.
32,
You guys pack
so-
up the car, you take everything.
Yeah,
huh?
now we don't. Now it's just a backpack. Yeah, and it's just change of clothes for
Well,
each
the
one
fir-
and
the
diapers.
first one was probably like
yeah,
that.
no,
The second
you're,
one, they're
you're
probably a little
taking
more
you're taking the
experienced,
crib, you're taking the.
Do you remember?
freaking-
Did you ever see the movie Neighbors with Seth Rogen?
Zach,
Tell me that's not reality.
Yeah.
Remember they're
yeah.
going out with the like, hey, we need the pack and play. Get that,
Yeah.
get this, and by the time everything's loaded, you're just like, I don't want to fucking
Yeah.
go, dude. Like, fuck
Yeah.
this, dude.
Dude,
Like,
sometimes it happens that way with kids. Like, I'll think about doing stuff or going on vacation, and this is just being honest. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then I think of all this shit, like, do. I'm like, fuck.
all the
no.
logistics.
you're all Disneyland.
Yeah.
It is.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
My son, though, came up to me, like, last week, and he's like, Dad, I want to go see Mickey Mouse. And I'm like, all right, fuck, I gotta take you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You
Like,
got to go once.
Dude,
yeah.
Pop and Eddie going Indiana Jones. It's amazing.
yeah,
Highly
so
recommend
if
it.
he wouldn't have told me that, I wouldn't be like, no, we'll go somewhere else, like whatever. But he's like, no, I want to see Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, it's a process to get into like Disneyland now. You have to like reserve a date, buy tickets, and reserve a date,
Yeah.
and see if it's even available.
Yeah.
And then if you want to buy like a fast pass, you can either do it early morning
Yeah,
or
and they want to charge you all these fees.
yeah,
Everything's
exactly.
extra. This and
it's
that.
on the day of. It's like, what the heck, dude? Wasn't like that before.
That's kind of good, though, don't you think? So it doesn't get too crowded?
Yeah,
I
mean,
don't know. Are they really
it's just-
controlling the flow, or is it still packed?
It was still packed.
Yeah, see what I mean?
I went on a Tuesday.
Oh,
I took
yes,
my son just turned 2. I took him on a Tuesday, and it looked like a Saturday.
Yeah.
It was insane. So I don't think it does a whole lot of crowd control or audience control, but it works for them. So
Yeah.
let them do it.
Yeah.
But just a process.
Oh yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
wild there. Like, I mean, a
I
lot of
can't
people
stand
just
that
go
place.
to eat and hang
Same.
out too. Like,
Same.
Yeah.
Stand it.
Yeah.
I don't
I don't
I
wanna
don't,
sound racist.
I don't
Too
want to
many
fucking
hates.
go there, but my kid, you know what I mean?
They're
That's the
rude
shit
as
you
fuck.
have to do.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, I mean, I would go for them too. It's like, I don't know, since I don't have kids, we don't really celebrate like Halloween or like Christmas. It's like, I would do it if I had kids for sure. Dude, I'd go all out for them. For myself, I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
there's just too many, Asians there. They walk all over your shoes and they're rude. So that's reality, and he knows it. He's laughing. See, you ever gone there?
Yeah.
Disneyland, dude. They cut right in front of you, dude. You're like whoa, like
So I
stepping
actually,
all over the kicks.
Speaking,
Fucking
so,
Yimchi.
speaking of that, at the gymnastics competition this weekend,
Oh, here we go.
I'm trying to be cool, sitting with all like the team parents, and I don't like. Usually we're quiet, we just do our thing or whatever. But I'm sitting with all the other parents, and then they're all together. Well, I noticed some people come up and like they're just normal people, whatever, drinking a beer. The guy was just leaning against the wall, sitting there, and then his wife came up and she actually grabbed some shit on the people's chairs that were sitting behind us and like threw it down.
Oh fuck.
It was a baby blanket, a bottle, like moved all this shit down. I was like, oh well. And then they sat down, and like another fat chick came, another fat chick, and I'm like, all right, Adam. Like,
You're just surrounded by heifers.
so there was a baby, but like, yeah, it was a family with a baby. Yeah, they're fat bitches. Like, and I don't care. So, anyways, I'm sitting there.
Who need love too?
Yeah, so I'm
need
sitting
love too.
there. I'm sitting there thinking, like, fuck, man. If I was sitting here, or my people were gone, like my family's seats were here, then some people just came and sat down. Like, how would they feel? Like, no, I'm not letting this go down with my team. Like,
Oh,
I'm
fuck
gonna
no.
have to
Here we
speak.
go.
Yeah.
Re-rack
So-
your weights.
Yeah, I was like trying to be cool, like super fucking cool, and then another fucking fatty came and sat down. I'm like, all right, this is enough for me. So I just turned around and I'm like, hey, just so you guys know, people were sitting there, like a family with babies, like they got up to go watch their kids perform,
Yeah.
and they're sitting there, like you guys took somebody's seats. She's like, oh well, it's no big deal. I'm like, actually, it's not cool. Like you grabbed their
Hell
stuff,
yeah, hell
threw
yeah.
it down.
Yeah.
Oh well, threw it down, and all your fat asses sat down.
Hell yeah.
And she's like, excuse me? And I'm like, for real, like this, it's not cool what you did. And the dude wouldn't even look at me. He's like drinking his drink, the husband. I'm like,
He's like,
please fucking look at me. Like, in my
He's like,
head,
I don't even like this bitch.
yeah, because she's pissing me off.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, I don't want to engage with her. Like, I want you. Like, but
Yeah.
she's in between us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
just
want
like,
you.
yeah. So I'm just like, hey man, like,
Mr. Tatum.
I was getting mad. So I'm just like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna let this be. But just so you guys know, it's not cool. So the people ended up coming over that were right there, all of us together.
Oh, yeah,
and she's
rumble.
like, hey, can I like get my baby's blanket in the cup? Oh, we're sorry. We're going to get up anyways. We need to go get a drink. I'm like, these
Good. Get up. Go
like,
get your fucking drink.
Yeah, like these
You should have followed him outside and beat the shit out of him. That's what I would have done.
No, they were inside the whole time. I had my daughter and I was I was trying to behave. I was sitting there just steaming like this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Catch him at the
Blood's
snack
all-
bar.
your blood's all
Yeah,
boiling
like
and
I'm like,
shit.
why are people like this? Why can't they just be like,
Assholes.
oh, I'm sorry, or hey, is anybody sitting here, or whatever? You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
good-
But so it would have been cool if she wasn't rude, like from the get. You know what I mean? It would have been a different situation. Like, hey man, those are people's seats. Like, it's not cool. I'm sure they're gonna come back or whatever. But she was straight rude from the the
Yeah.
get, and I wasn't cussing or nothing at her. I just wanted to let her know, like, hey, it's not really cool. Like, those are people's seats.
You being a business owner, have you ever dealt with that?
Actually, I was gonna say you being a ex-cop. How's that? Like, because
He's all, I would have shot him.
get up right now.
Gun!
Don't you mean get down? No, get up.
There's always going to be assholes, dude. But luckily at our shop, I mean, honestly, the kids. Sometimes parents bring in their kids that are a little bit too young for our shop, and they start fucking around with shit they shouldn't be fucking around with. And so it's like, hey, you know, you got to tell the parent. But for the most part, they're pretty cool and
Throw a fucking
understanding,
axe at 'em.
right?
Well,
it's tempting
an
sometimes.
accident could happen quick.
Exactly.
there,
So
like,
which is
real
why we
fucking-
get ahead of it.
yeah.
But we never really, I mean, every now and then you get like a rude customer that's like, oh, I made reservations, but they did it for the wrong day or whatever, and we have to figure out their problem.
Yeah.
But for we've been super fortunate to where we never had like a really big issue like that.
Have you ever had
So-
to, like, being with your past background and job, have you ever had to enforce any petty, like, anything like that, or any type of disagreements? Or
All the time, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know, we call it like a 415 neighbor, which is basically just like a neighbor dispute, and it's like, oh, but their kids hit my my fucking piece of shit Honda Civic with their basketball, and then we'd have to go and he's like, I want to report for vandalism and damage and all this nonsense, and you're like, dude, I'm not doing that. They're kids. It was an accident. There's no damage. It's just a ball. It's just a dust mark, right?
Oh,
so
so
I'd
you gotta-
wipe
you gotta
it
go
off.
be, like, mediator.
I'd wipe it off, yeah, and then they'd call like the watch commander or whatever, like, hey, this deputy didn't handle his shit, like, you know, or he didn't do this appropriately, like, to my liking, and then I get in trouble for some dumb shit like
So
that.
you-
My
Do
whole
you?
career was like that, dude. Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's
Yeah.
stupid.
It's dumb, dude. It's dumb.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Wow,
So
so
How
if
old
you
were
know-
you when you became a cop again?
23,
23.
23,
And then
20
4 years,
yeah.
you said, right?
7.
7
I was a cop for
years,
7
damn.
years. Yeah.
So
No, 24 then. 24. Yeah.
31. Oh, so
Yeah.
you said just a year
Yeah.
ago?
Just last year, May. Yeah.
So
Was
you were a
my
cop
last
for
one.
5 years on duty, and then 2 years you had
Yeah.
an issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
what do
dude.
they call it, like sabbatical?
Sabbatical.
What was the term?
Administrative leave
Okay.
or
Okay.
the which one? The
Like when you're off, but not like
yeah,
on
so
duty.
administrative leave.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I mean, we could talk about it. We can totally bring it up again. I know we didn't get a chance.
No, please do.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk to us, Goose.
Yeah.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
Give us.
Yeah,
like,
so-
it's nice to hear that side of opinion or your
Yeah.
experience, you know, because
Yeah,
most
for
of
sure.
us are on the other side of different
Mhm.
situations in growing or
Yeah.
cannabis or extraction or
Mhm.
whatever we're dealing with. So on your side, you have experience on the other side. of it.
Yeah.
So it's cool to hear about your situations. Like we're all intrigued on. you know,
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I guess it kind of just to start from the beginning. Became a cop in 2016
what made you become like? Why'd you go that route?
from high school. My economics teacher brought one of his best friends. I was an LAPD sergeant at the time, and he like hyped it up to be like this super dope like career and
Just locked you in.
yeah, and I was like, all right, that's what I'm doing. You know, he was jacked as shit, like good looking dude, and I'm like, all right.
And he's
you know,
not even a cop himself, though.
my economics teacher.
Yeah, yeah, he's
no,
an
no,
economics
no, he's
teacher.
just an economics. It was like career day, I think.
His friend,
Yeah,
he
I
brought
was.
his friend in.
It's my senior
Oh,
year.
that-
He said his teacher brought his best friend.
Oh, his best friend. Oh, sorry. I thought you said the teacher was selling you on it.
My teacher brought his best friend in for like career day. And so he hyped it up to be the super cool thing. And at that moment, I kind of knew like, all right, that's what I want to do. So I applied when you can't be a cop until you're 21, right? So at 20 and a half, I applied to LAPD because I was living in the San Fernando Valley at that time. But I got disqualified because I was too young. And at this time, they could be picky as shit with whoever they wanted to hire. So I was too young, didn't have really any life experience. I had only worked at Subway and Goodwill. So they were like, hey, just come back in a few years and reapply. So so I got like some security jobs, tried to get some experience. But I remember that there was this dude that was military, and he had an extra like 10 points on his test just because he was military. And that background, like they were like on the spot, they told him, hey, dude, come back tomorrow for like your physical or whatever. And I heard that, and I was like, damn, like that might be the way to go. So I ended up enlisting. This was March of like maybe 2013. I enlisted in the Marines November of 2013. Shipped out to boot camp. Trained for 6 months. I was a machine gunner, and then I was in the reserves. So I only went 1 week in a month. And so I did that. Did the whole security thing for a few years, and then I applied.
Where did you work at security for?
So I started off working at a mall, Westfield Mall in Topanga.
Oh, okay.
Then I went to Disney in Burbank. They had like their Disney studios where they do all the animation and stuff. So that was kind of cool. Got to see like behind the scenes of some of the movies. It's cool.
Dope.
It's cool. Dude, it's crazy how, I mean, kind of on a tangent, but every little moving part of a movie, it's one person. Like one person focuses on the fingers, one person focuses on the hand, another person focuses on the arm. Like it's insane watching them work. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So.
So worked security for Disney, and then after that I did a little bit of executive protection. So I was just posted up like outside people's houses, like in my personal car, like with a strap.
Like, this fucking guy, fucking dude, Chuck Norris right here.
Yeah, dude, like just making sure
dude.
nobody like came to their house. So I did some pretty cool celebs. Like I did TOMAHAWK. I did.
First of all, how was that?
So yeah, I did hers like during Halloween. So she was always in and out, like in costumes and shit, like doing her little events. So I never really got to see her like dressed down. But took her kids trick or treating. Yeah, but it was good.
I would have made an excuse to run in there, like, "Hey, did you see the guy?
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?" Just jacked. I got some push-ups.
I heard a scream.
You'd go in there. Are you right, babe?
Yeah.
I mean, Selma.
Yeah.
Put your foot in my mouth.
I got you, baby. I love you.
Put your fucking foot in my mouth like a dust till dawn.
I'm right outside if you need me.
I'll stay in the house tonight."
Hey, just leave like the bodyguard fucking on the. Have you ever seen The Bodyguard?
Yeah,
Check it
her
out.
husband is fucking loaded though, dude. He's a owner of I forget what the parent company name is, but he owns like Gucci and all those big ass brands.
Yeah,
I forget Bernard or something like that. Bernard Arnold or some weird name.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, they're set. He's set.
Good for him.
Yeah.
So I did that for a few years, and then so I finally reapplied to be a cop with the county here in San Bernardino. Got in, went to the training and everything. Went to patrol in Victorville. Like I mentioned before, I got into a shit ton of trouble for like the dumbest of things.
Did you work for Jimbo over there? Or was he still over there?
Jimbo?
Yeah.
I think he was Apple Valley.
Apple Valley,
yeah. So I worked Victorville. I did Victorville for a little over 2 years. And just kept getting into trouble for like dumb shit, dude. And like I got in trouble one time because I went to some lady's house and she was being a total fucking bitch. I could say it now. I'm not a cop anymore.
Yeah, fine.
Being a total fucking bitch.
There we go.
And
capital B.
Yeah, dude.
Capital
And
B.
so I walked out like, all right, hey, well, unfortunately I can't help you. There's nothing I could do for you, so I'm gonna leave, right? And I forgot what the issue was, but I was talking to my partner as we were walking away from the house.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that lady was such a cunt, and her camera caught me.
Nice.
No way.
Yeah, and I got in trouble for that, dude. So it's just
I'm like,
dumb
that was a private conversation.
What is trouble like considered?
just write ups and stuff
So
like that.
on
That
your-
fucking
on your
bitch
record?
went
Yeah,
and pulled
dude.
the footage.
Yeah.
She got you, huh?
Yeah.
She got
So
me.
your sergeant had to like
Yeah,
approach you with
write
it?
up and stuff like that. Dude. Yeah.
I'll go over there, bro. You're a cunt.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
It's crazy how like people are like that. Oh my god. They just,
out of the
those
way.
are the people on Instagram we're talking about.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
are
Those
the
fucking
trolls.
people just sit
Yeah.
there and just want to only fucking
Yeah.
talk shit all day. And you're just
So
like,
did
oh,
you see
fuck.
that
Twitter,
that,
fucking YouTube.
officer
have
involved
to-
shooting in Apple
Here in
Valley?
Apple Valley, yeah.
What do you think of that? Like,
Yeah.
just can you give an opinion on your side of what?
Yeah, dude. So seeing that, I think he should have shot him way sooner.
Which happened?
So
the
cool backstory. The family here in Apple Valley called 911 because their 15-year-old son was what ended up coming out was that mom had told him to go do your chores. He threw a fit, wanted to play video games, of course. And he grabbed a fucking bladed shovel, like one of those sharp ass ones, and he started like throwing glass everywhere and like basically
Kind of a tangent.
threatening the family. So they called 911, right? Deputy responds. The door when he rolls up, the door's open, and as soon as he steps in into the doorway, the kid starts coming at him with the big ass shovel,
like a
You
spear.
can see it on the video.
Yeah,
Like, on the
dude, you
video,
can see it. It's massive.
When
So
was this?
this was like 3 days ago.
Yeah,
So,
recently.
so
Over
it
the
was Saturday.
Yeah.
Something.
So it was
Yeah.
Saturday.
It's
So
recent.
yeah. So and this was where? What it off Yokoloma in that area?
I probably.
we can
yeah.
pull it up, Jorge. Probably.
So-
Click it on.
I
Victor
just got
Valley.
off of work before I head to Tahoe, and I'm gonna go pick up my little. And I'm on the way to pick her up, and I'm right there at Apple Valley Road in Yokoloma, dude. Whoom, whoom,
Yeah.
whoom. I mean, 10 of them.
Probably.
And I'm over there like, my hand, like, oh shit.
He's acting like his mom. Remember?
Yeah, remember? And I'm like, oh fuck! Like I'm over there just hitting my shit, and I'm at the light, dude. And it's red, dude. 10 cars. Whoa, whoa! Oh look, there it is right there.
I shot him right there. Boom. You're done. So what's not clear is it hasn't came out yet, but I don't know if this deputy shot or the other deputy shot.
It doesn't look like he did.
He didn't shoot. He was
From
says
from
what-
what I read, it sounds like as the deputy was running away, he started shooting like backwards, kind of at behind him. So he starts shooting at so he just
somebody-
cuts off.
Probably right where they cut
Yeah.
off.
So he shot him right there.
So that's what I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not really clear. who
That's what
shot
it
him,
looks like.
but-
Yeah, that's what
because
it
it doesn't
looks like,
look like. It doesn't sound or look
No,
like he did.
he looked like he just took off running.
So right there, gone. See you,
Already?
buddy.
Like
You're gone.
So I bet you he took the shot.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so, but yeah, you would have.
Oh yeah, dude.
Just-
Yeah.
just-
Well, from my understanding, I think that deputy was on training, so he's a newer guy. So it's
He's gonna be hesitant.
yeah, a little bit unfortunately, but being more experienced, like you know when you kind of like you've
guy's
got
not
you've got the
stopping.
green, you've got the green
Yeah.
light. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hey, dude, like
So in another situation, this like following that, he'll know now.
hopefully,
Gotcha, okay.
hopefully, some people don't learn.
Don't pick
You
it
know,
up.
Yeah.
they won't pick it up.
So
but-
you remember that chick that got like assaulted in Victorville in the Brentwood or whatever? She pulled up on a guy. He was like
A police officer,
He
right?
took his it was
Yeah.
a girl. I think it was like
She
teenage
retired right
yeah,
after.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
took her gun and almost like
Yeah.
a jam, but he tried to kill her and everything. What do you
Yeah.
like? How does that work?
As far as like
Were you around for that?
yeah, so I was this is one of the I was still a cop, but I wasn't in Victorville anymore. I was at headquarters in San Bernardino.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What's worse, Victorville or San Bernardino?
Probably.
I'd say San Bernardino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Crime wise,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
San Bernardino.
Oh yeah. You kidding me?
But yeah, so I mean it's like, you know, unfortunately some people become cops to, you know, not for the right reasons. She, you know, I got to work with her a little bit. Good cop for the most part, but you know, I think it just comes down to training, you know, and he from my understanding he wasn't a big dude at all.
Yeah.
I think he was like a $110 maybe, like 5'5".
JC.
Yeah, so I think hesitation again, right?
you can't-
What happened sucks. I'm not, you know, I don't want to like Monday morning quarterback anything, but because I wasn't there, I wasn't in her shoes, but definitely.
I mean, shit, dude. You guys
would
gotta have like a
handle differently, dude.
to like be able to shoot
Yeah.
someone is a different mindset.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like we all say, "Oh, no problem," but like when the situation's in front of you, it's like
Yeah.
so different.
I was,
you know?
I was in a shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where-
I
where?
had so on 7th Street.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was a call for service at a dealership on 7th Street.
What does that mean?
So someone called 911, just call for service. Yeah,
Did they? Okay.
Yeah,
just-
so they called 911 and they reported to dispatch that a customer that had bought a vehicle like 2 days prior had came back and basically tried to return the car, and they told her like, hey, no, like there's no returns, like that's not how this works, and she lost her mind. If I remember correctly, I think she punched like the manager, and then she tried to like she got at some point she got back in her car, tried to like run over like the girl or whatever.
What?
Yeah, dude. So I ended up getting there, and I talked to her, talked to the people. They wanted to press charges, right? To the guy and the girl, the owners. I think they're the owners. And so I take the lady to my car. You know, I didn't cuff her, and I just let her stand outside of my unit, which I kind of fucked up. I should have put her in the back seat, right? Should have probably cuffed her. But she was again 5'2", you know, $130 maybe. So I was like, if she wants to run or do something stupid, like I'm gonna, you know, be able to handle her, right? So I start running her name and, you know, her going through her background and all that. And as I'm doing that, she takes off on me, goes towards her car. She unlocks it as she's running towards it, and she hops in and I just missed like grabbing that door. She was able to close it like right as I was trying to get it. Locks it, turns the car on, and puts it in drive. And it's like one of those Mercedes vans.
Okay.
So it's a
Cargo
pretty
van?
good sized car. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good sized car. So I back up and I pull my gun, and I was pleading with her for like 5 minutes, dude. It felt like an eternity. Like, hey, like please get out of the car. You know, like you're under arrest basically for not only for assault but now evading, right? She doesn't get out of the car, so she ends up putting down her window within like 3-4 minutes of me pleading with her. I end up sneaking up, pepper spraying her, and then like pepper spraying inside the car, because my thought process was like, hey, if I pepper spray inside the car,
She'll get out.
she's gonna get hotboxed basically with pepper
Yeah.
spray, and she's gonna come out. Well, no, this chick fucking puts it in drive, and as I'm like backing up, and she puts it in drive, starts driving towards me, and I shoot. I shot 5 times, and she's no longer with us, unfortunately.
Damn.
Damn.
Damn. Was that your first one?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
only?
Oh, first and only.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he's all fucking turned on
Yeah.
over there. Look at that fucking chooch over there. Rock hard with
Yeah,
emotion.
dude, so
That's
it's
crazy.
it's
That's probably a crazy
it's,
emotion.
It's,
That's
a,
crazy,
it's a split
man.
second decision, dude. Like and at that point, like I thought the car was already on top of me when I shot. Right? That's how it felt.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if it hit me or not. According to some of like the witnesses, like I was under the car. Some of them said I went over the car.
Oh, shit.
It's-
So you
it's
really don't remember?
I don't remember, dude. I just remember like getting off the shots,
It's
and that
just-
was
it's just
that.
adrenaline. Just
that was
pure
that.
adrenaline.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
And you
that's
were the
literally a life or
only-
death situation,
you
bro.
were the
That's a life or death
only-
situation.
Only officer on site right there. The only,
At the time, yeah. I had called for backup, but everyone's so far, dude. Victorville's such a big city that.
And then obviously when the shots are fired, they come quick.
Oh
now.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
everybody-
There was already some people on the way,
Yeah.
and so they got there pretty quickly. But yeah,
Were you solo?
It's just yeah.
That's
So
nice.
we
You
we
don't
all
have a partner?
we all run solo. Yeah.
Oh, really?
The county, for the most part, sheriff's departments run solo.
So did that
Why
get
is that?
did that get cleared? Like,
Yeah,
as an
yeah,
incident?
solid, yeah.
And was there any
Yeah.
backstory on her?
No, she had warrants from LA.
So she was maybe a little trouble.
Yeah.
So you have to wear like a body cam, right?
Not at that time. No, we
Oh.
just had audio recorders.
Oh,
yeah. Now they
shit.
have body cams, which is why we got that video of that.
So when it was all said and done, I'm sure backup showed up, everything.
Mm-hmm.
When did you like kind of wake up out of that adrenaline?
Oh,
is
man.
it when you got up, when you realized what happened, the
No, dude,
aftermath?
it's
or-
weird. Like it kind of just lingers. It almost doesn't feel real. It's
Yeah,
a weird feeling.
I get you.
Probably not until I went home, dude. And I was driving home.
You give
and-
time off for that, right?
Yeah. I got like 2 weeks off. It's supposed to be a few days, but I couldn't give a statement. My attorney, because you want to get an attorney, even if it's a great shoot or not a good shoot.
For yourself,
just-
right?
just
Yeah,
for protection,
yeah,
yeah.
dude. So, because you're gonna get interviewed about the shooting and why you did certain things, and so my attorney wasn't available for 2 weeks. So that's why I was out for a little longer. It's typically just 3 days that you're out for.
Yeah. When were
Yeah.
you ready? So do they recommend you to go see like a therapist?
A psych, yeah. So
psych,
you have
yeah.
to go get
you
cleared
got-
by a psych. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that process is fast though.
Yeah.
That took like 30 minutes maybe.
Were you ready to go right back after
Yeah,
you're ready to go right
yeah,
back to work?
Yeah,
right?
dude. I almost shot another dude like the same day that I went
Jesus
back, dude. Similar situation. A guy on PCP off 7th and Tatum, like down the street from the dealership. He had a big ass metal pole and he was banging on some person's garage that he thought was his house. And when we all rolled up and he wasn't putting it down and he took a couple steps and we were like, dude, luckily
do it.
we were behind our cars. We were on the street behind our cars. He was on someone's driveway, and so we had a good distance, but if he would have kept walking, like he would have been dumped,
Yeah.
How come they don't do do they do like the rubber bullets or the sandbags?
Yeah, the beanbags,
Yeah.
yeah. So we probably would have beanbagged them for sure, but depending on a lot of people's reaction, they especially when they're high, they don't feel those.
Yeah,
They-
for sure.
They wear them like like you're hitting them with a freaking
PCP
play
is
ball.
a gnarly one to deal with, or what?
Oh yeah, dude.
The-
People get
the effects.
ridiculously
I've heard
strong
of
on
that. Yep,
PCP,
yep.
dude.
Yeah, like-
yeah, like it'll take like 6 of us to put down like a dude that's $130.
Yep.
No way.
You know,
Like,
yeah,
he's just
dude.
insanely
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
dude.
They just don't feel anything.
So what happens when you grab them? They just like keep
And
going.
so not only are they like not only are they insanely strong, like they just have like this ridiculous like adrenaline strength, but they're also sweaty as heck too, dude. So like trying to
hard to
even
grab.
get a hold of their
slippery.
limbs, you're just like constantly
Get back here.
Yeah,
That
dude.
trips me out.
It's
Yeah,
like
you
butter.
see those PCP dudes, they scrap out. Like
Yeah.
it takes a whole squad on top
Yeah,
of them.
dude.
Yeah, dude.
And you guys usually beat the shit out of them. You know what I mean? But it's part of the deal.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Hey, bro, you're on that.
Yeah.
We're beating the shit out of you.
yeah.
That's wild, man. That's wild. So after being
Wait. How did you feel about? Did you ever people over for weed?
No, dude. No.
So
I had a really good weed bust one time, and it's kind of not crazy how it
you
worked
fucking
out.
monster.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
So I
fucking
was-
monster.
I was it was weird how it happened, dude. So I was going down Amargosa, right? So I was coming from the station and I was going towards like Mojave, and I see, and I'm going down towards like Air Express or something like that. And this like brand new Toyota. I don't know why I keep saying Nissan. I have a thing for Nissan today.
dude. You trying to get one?
This Toyota, yeah, right. This Toyota Camry is driving the opposite way. But when you're a cop and you get to see you get to read people's behaviors, and that this dude didn't have tinted windows, and he saw me and his eyes just lit up, right, and he was like, oh shit, and he made like a weird jerk like almost into my lane.
I'm over here like,
and he looked like a clean cut dude. He had a passenger, Hispanic, right. So I'm like, that was weird, right? Why'd he do that? So I just make a quick U-turn. I pull him over, and
Dude, that's the worst thing when
This
you
is
see the
your
car making
fault,
U-turn.
man.
So I made a quick U-turn,
Yeah.
and I'm like, hey, dude, like, why'd you swerve like that back there? And,
it's so true, dude.
Yeah.
That's why you never look at the companies passing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, right when you see it.
Or dude, the worst is like when people put down their windows, like because they have a little bit too dark a tint. It's like, dude, why? I don't give a shit. Like I'm on my way to a stabbing. Like I don't care.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Dude, I take Boo Boo to school. Oh, fuck, what day was it? Oh, Friday, I take Boo. I take him to school. This fucker knows. Because sometimes I hit my pan, I drink my coffee, whatever. And I'm freaking driving. Dude, cop right there on the corner. I'm all. And then he's looking at me and he's laughing, dude. And I'm just like. And we're at the stoplight, dude. And Boo Boo's like looking at me going. Yeah, and I'm looking at you, fucking dick.
The
'Cause I
school
get all-
cops are dicks.
Yeah, dude. Like, calm down, Sheriff Woody. Relax.
Yeah, they
Nobody's
got-
poisoned the water.
I don't know
bowl.
if they have a chip on their
Relax.
shoulder. They got something to prove, but man, they're always
playing
ready.
I'm guarding fucking
They're ready
kids.
to rock.
Yeah, dude. I'm all sitting there. I'm like, fuck. We're at the stop. He's literally right next to me. I'm fuck. I got my shades on. I'm like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Yeah, it was an awkward situation.
What'd you get the guy for?
So as soon as I pulled him over, he ended up making a left onto Roy Rogers, and then we ended up pulling into the Home Depot that's right there.
Yeah.
And so as soon as he puts down the window, and I immediately get like this ridiculous odor of weed, dude. And I was like, hey man, like did you guys just smoke? Do you have like a little baggie on you? Like what do you
on,
have?
man. Really?
And he's like, oh no, it's in the trunk. And as soon as he said that, I was like, this dude's fucking moving like a good amount, right? Why are you gonna keep weed in the trunk unless it's like a huge amount? So I was like, all right, dude, just come on out. I pat him down. He didn't have anything. Pat his buddy down. He didn't have anything. So I opened up the trunk, and there's like these massive bundles, like all prepackaged, like pounds of weed, dude. I think there was like maybe 10 of them.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing.
No, it's not. No, so that's what I said. I was like, all right, bro. Like, look, dude, I'm gonna cut you a break. Like, cause they were all labeled. They had like initials on them, man, like cities and shit. So he's probably moving weed. Yeah. But I was like, dude, I there's more important shit that I have to deal with right now. I'm not gonna take you for some weed. It's a misdemeanor. By the time I leave the jail, you're gonna be out anyways, right? So it's not even worth it.
Yeah.
So I hit up my sergeant and I was like, hey sir, like just a heads up, I got this dude. Like I'm gonna let him go. And he's like, what? Like how are you gonna let him go? And he has that much dope on him. He was an old school guy, so he's from the era where weed was a felony, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, no, he's gotta go. And I was like, fuck, are you serious? But I ended up taking him to jail, wrote him a ticket. And that was that. I take his weed. I have a picture I'll show you guys later. But it was a shit ton, dude.
We worked out at Anytime Fitness with all the cops down there, and one of the cops was showing me that we were always all cool with everyone, like nothing but respect. But he was showing me this picture. He's like, yeah, look at this raid we did, and he's showing me like these numbers, and he's like, yeah, it's like $2 million worth. I looked at it, I was like, let me see this. I was like, bro, that's like 10 pounds right there. That's worth 10 grand. I was like, that over there is probably another 10 grand. I was like, where are you getting 2 million from, bro?
It's always
They get
hyper.
crazy.
It makes me so mad.
Gun! He's got a gun!
Well, you guys are all bullshit.
Yeah,
You're just trying to attack.
Yeah,
our
they
shit.
act like they count like the fucking house.
We use like 90s numbers, dude. So
Yeah,
yeah, worked in
yeah.
the 90s,
Yeah.
Record bust.
Yeah.
10 pounds would be a lot back then.
10,000
right?
a pound, right? We're using 10,000 a pound.
Yeah, 100
It's like
grand.
fucking 200
Imagine
bucks now.
10
So
grand a pound.
jumping from all that to being the business owner.
Yeah.
How's
Yeah.
that
So
go?
then
It's weird, dude. I mean, we kind of got into it last time, but
we'll continue.
Yeah,
Go from your story. So you got out of
Never
being a
happened.
cop.
Yeah. Never
yeah,
happened.
no, dude. So I ended up getting fired for a whole totally different story. That's probably too long to tell. But I got fired in May, and but I was on admin leave for 2 years. So from May of 2021 to May of 2023, I was on admin leave, so paid administrative leave from home. And being at home, I had just had my kid. He was like 4 or 5 months old. I was like, you know what, being a cop now, like I don't know if I really want to, continue to do this because it's stressful shit, right? You're never home. We don't get paid.
What are you? Are they 12 hours? You guys work?
12-hour shifts,
Yeah.
and if you want to make a decent living, you've got to work overtime, dude.
That's where the cops make their money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
That's what I was-
overtime,
that's
right?
what-
So
That's unlimited.
For the most part, yeah. It comes in waves. There's sometimes when there's not a whole lot of it, but for the now lately, like every department is having a hard time keeping their department staffed. Everyone's leaving or retiring or whatever.
All the bullshit.
All the nonsense, dude.
Yeah.
So
Especially in California, right?
so
Fuck.
you know, so right around like I don't know, probably 6 months into that admin leave, me and my wife we started talking about like, hey, we should look into other avenues of income, and we've always wanted to own a business. We always wanted to do a bar, but once we dove into that, we realized how expensive it was. So then we started, we came across axe throwing. I don't know if it was through like YouTube or Instagram, but we kind of started researching it, started seeing that a lot of these, there's a lot of venues down the hill, LA, Rancho, whatever, but nothing up here, right? So we were like, hey, let's see what it costs to get into it and to build. So numbers made sense. We ended up taking some money out of our house. We took like 80 grand out of our house and a little bit of the savings that we had. And we just kind of went full force with it. We went to the city, kind of gave them the idea, and they were like, all right, cool. Like you've got our green light. Just go ahead and start the construction. So we found a spot, corner of Highway 18, Apple Valley Road. And I'm kind of getting in a tangent, you guys asked about what it's like. Just a little backstory, I guess.
Well, this is all what the journey's like.
Yeah, dude.
For
So
sure.
we ended up finding that spot. The landlord was super cool. He was like, hey, dude, like, I don't really know anything about it, but if you fill me in on it, I'm sure we can work something out to where I'll let you do it. So I kind of, came up with a little plan, a business plan, proposed it to him, and he was like, cool, I'll sign it off. So we had the city approval, we had the landlord approval, and then we just started construction. So we made 9 lanes. We got some TVs in there. We applied for a beer license and we got it. So we were doing that as well, selling beer as well. And so far so good. We've been almost 2 years now open.
Nice, congrats.
Thank you, dude.
That's awesome, man.
And,
No, it's a nice little spot, dude.
yeah,
For sure.
dude.
Good location.
Cozy,
Good location.
comfortable.
But yeah, dude. So it's a wild ride, man. It's the uncertainty, right? So like being a cop, I was used to a paycheck every 2 weeks, right?
Right.
And I had you have that cushion, that comfort,
Right.
like it's coming. As long as you go to work, it's coming.
Right.
Entrepreneurship, like dude, we burned through that 80 grand in like 2.5 months, and we ended up opening the shop with $700. Like that's all we had in our account because of all the shit that we had to pay.
Yeah.
Unexpected things that came up last minute that we had to pay.
Yeah.
And we were like, fuck, like we're all, like if this doesn't work out, like we are fucked, right? And so luckily it did, dude. We had a really good opening weekend. We had a great July, and we were able to make payroll. We made rent. Still had a little bit left over to start
Awesome.
building for the following
awesome.
month. So
It's awesome.
yeah, it was cool.
Is
dude.
it running itself per se? Or
Yeah,
you
for the
still
most part,
hands
yeah,
it now?
dude.
It's
Yeah,
getting
so I'm
switched.
still hands on. Like we still handle like the advertising, the payroll, the ordering of supplies.
Yeah.
But as far as like the day-to-day functions, we have a
Operations.
team. Yeah, we have
That's good.
an amazing manager, Heather. She's phenomenal. An amazing team. Kaya and Joel. They love the sport. Kaya was actually like one of our most frequent customers.
Yeah. So you just
So
build a
part of the
relationship.
team.
Yeah,
Nice,
they made it part of
nice.
the team.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we're super appreciative of them. I know last time we kind of got into the whole like employees being entitled, right?
Yeah,
Like, so that argument kind of came up.
Yeah, what was
I'm-
that question?
So I forgot what. Oh, it started off with UFC.
UFC.
Oh yeah, I
UFC,
called
MMA.
Jake's a Democrat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called me a Democrat, but you misunderstood. I was saying you fucking
So
chill.
I see
still think you're
both sides of
Democrat.
it.
Oh yeah, because UFC fight doesn't.
Yeah,
work.
they should get
I
50
got
grand.
you.
Well, me and you will fight for 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Oh, it was 5 last time.
Or 5.
It was
yeah.
5.
It was
yeah.
5.
Okay, I will take it. Joe,
Hey, speaking of that-
Jake wants 50.
Yeah, well, hey, forget knowing your worth.
I want what's due.
Fuck it. No, did you guys see the fight this past weekend?
Sugar Sean?
Wait, no, but
The
Francis
boxing,
Ngannou-
Francis got it.
Francis Ngannou got knocked the fuck out by AJ. What's up,
He
homie?
sat him down good.
Take your big Cameroonian ass back to fucking your
He's
MMA.
done. He can't say no more. He's done.
But anyways,
Because
dude, he got 20,
But this is
20 million.
But this is the crazy part. Go
boxing?
this round. Here's the boxing math. He gave Tyson Fury a good fight, right?
Yeah,
And AJ finished him.
yeah.
But they say Tyson Fury is the
Best
best
fighter.
heavyweight.
But this is how I look at it. Being a former fighter, you got to look at it as the worst version of Tyson Fury beat the best version of Francis Ngannou because he came in overweight.
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
take it serious.
He was retired.
AJ came in ready to rock. Jorge, did you see that knockout?
Six-pack daddy.
Dude. Hey, Mr.
Both of those fools.
That guy is around any of our girls. They're gone, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's Mr. Steele, your girl. And I guarantee you, Adam, it's probably like 10 of his compared to yours. So,
I'm not hating.
yeah,
Do
hey,
your
but
thing.
amazing night. And then Sugar Sean got down on Saturday night.
I'm so glad he handled all Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, oh, dude,
he was getting
Dustin's
mauled.
the man, dude.
Dude, he was getting mauled at the
Yeah.
beginning. He was getting tested, and then like he always does, he just
Yeah, it's like
Knockout.
Yeah.
yo,
Oh, nice.
dude,
I didn't see his.
Oh my
I saw
god,
highlights
this dude
of that
was-
one.
when is
Hey.
Poirier not in a war?
Dude.
First of all,
Yeah.
He was getting mauled. Like,
Mauled.
this dude was fucking
Mauled.
roughing him up, back control, choke, everything,
Yeah.
beating on him. His face was beat up, and then they got in a scramble, and then
Dustin
Poirier
right hand,
just,
right hand.
Yeah, he just
Right on
stepped-
the chin, dude.
because Dustin Poirier fights. He's
Like
he's
patient?
he's not a southpaw, but he fights southpaw.
Oh, okay.
So when he hits you with your right hand with a jab and a hook, it's his power punch.
yeah, he's,
But
he's,
dude-
he's just weak at switch stance.
Yeah.
Switch
Yeah,
stance.
but he always does like he did the same shit as McGregor, like, but he was getting fucking mauled.
yeah, guy came in, caught him with a right hook, dude. I'm talking he did the chicken legs,
Yeah.
and
Little
then
wobble.
and then Dustin goes in for his guillotine, almost had it, and oh, you go right there, look, there it is, right there.
Okay, watch. No,
Look at this, look at this,
dude. He was getting mauled.
watch. Here we go. Come on, Jorge, get your DMs out of the way, dude. Yeah, oh, there it is.
Like, just pressure, and he kept going for these guillotines. Even his coach told him, "Don't do it, don't do it."
There he goes, right here. He gets mauled.
He's full mounted.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's a terrible position to be in right there. Unless you're with your
Still
woman.
fucking king.
Watch.
Right, Joe? Unless you're with your woman.
Joe likes that belly to belly mission.
Yeah, he does. That's Adam right there. Look from the back. They go, oh, dude, that's a terrible position right there.
Power him down.
Yeah.
Was it in round 2 that he?
Yeah, this,
Yeah,
it's
watch.
just experience how he gets out of this.
Look at
But
this, dude. That's no fear, bro. Just get up. That's
He-
the old school Liddell style. Just get up.
I
Look
think
at that.
yeah, this guy has the other guy's like on a 12 fight or a big crazy win streak. Yeah. He's a killer.
I
dude.
think he was undefeated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like a number 12, and Poirier's like a 3 or 4. He gave him a
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
But look at dude, he's getting roughed up. He was an underdog.
Yeah, he was.
Poirier?
Poirier, yeah.
Look at he just
There you
experienced.
go. That's my boy. Get up, Diamond. Get up. Get up.
But just real quick,
Oh. What's it going to be like when Rogan stops calling MMA, dude? It's going to be devastating.
Is that,
don't
yeah.
even talk
He's the
about
voice,
that.
dude.
Don't
He's
even
the
manifest
voice.
that.
Did he-
Watch. He gets.
Oh! Is it skipping or am I high?
It's
No,
skipping.
it's skipping.
Okay, good.
Right here. But he's getting under pressure. Like he's getting worked.
Here you go right here. Here we go. Come get it. Come get it. Come get it. Nice jab to the body. Watch. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Whoa. Shit.
There it is.
Ah.
There it is. Watch. Goes for that guillotine. Then just says, fuck it. Look at this hook. Look at this hook. Money.
Damn.
Money. And there's one for the ride home.
Damn.
Jorge, can you bring up AJ's knockout of Ngannou?
Damn, he's badass.
Yeah, dude.
He earned that one.
Just put AJ.
He even
versus
says
Francis.
he's like either you give up your spot or you keep it.
Look at this fucking knockout. Right there. Do the one on the right.
Yeah, that's.
Look at this. Look at this. That was the first knockdown. Look at that. Ooh, you cocky man. Cocky man. Look at this. Woo! And then watch this. Walks across the ring.
Damn.
Oh my god, dude, he just folded him. Did you see that?
Hey, and that guy has gotten so much overhypeness.
Yeah,
so much overhypeness.
Ngannou does that to people. He got it done to him.
And that, mind you, that's the PFL's top signing right there. Just got flatlined. He's
Yeah,
a freaking.
but-
You guys hyped for Tyson versus Paul?
I don't know. I think it's bullshit.
It is. Dude, you didn't read the rules? That
Headgear?
Yeah, headgear. He's not allowed to.
Is that confirmed? I thought they were
Yeah,
still
it's
like.
confirmed.
Hey,
Yeah.
what,
No,
what,
I know
what
the
else
fight
is
is,
the
but-
rules? I don't know any of this.
So it's an
but-
exhibition. It's not actual.
What's the
actual-
what? Yeah, it's an exhibition basically.
So they're wearing headgear.
You know what, dude?
That's so dude,
Only Paul is.
Yeah, Paul wears headgear, not Mike. Paul doesn't get tested on anything. Mike has to get tested. I don't know, man. I think honestly, I
if
feel
that's
like
the
I'm
case,
gonna,
I won't.
Please,
I'm gonna be so real.
Somebody needs to get a hold of Jake Paul and
Dude.
just rock this dude. Hopefully it's
Dude,
Tyson.
so real. Like this is honest to God truth. That boy got talent. Jake Paul has talent.
He's a good
I
brother.
respect him because he has a beautiful style. He going where he's from and where he's at now. He put in the work for sure. But I think the man doubts his skills because he went from fighting Tommy Fury. I thought he looked pretty good against a professional boxer. I think he needs to take himself serious and not doubt his skills because he's fighting all these fucking old guys, man.
He's a big boy,
Now
though,
it's a
huh?
problem, dude. Now you're fucking with my guy.
Yeah.
Now it's personal.
Yeah, I guess it's all just. I mean, he's just a YouTube boxer.
What's his size though? They say he's a big boy.
He's like 190, like 200 pounds,
Yeah.
211 pounds.
Why doesn't he? That black dude who just knocked those fools out? Why doesn't he fight someone like that?
Well, God,
That
those are
doesn't
wanna
actual
go through the
heavyweights.
ranks?
That's
That's
actual
like-
heavyweights. He don't want none of AJ, dog.
Yeah,
AJ's the
no.
man. But he ain't beating Tyson Fury.
no, did you
Let's
see
get that
who was
clear.
that other black guy he was gonna fight and then he backed out? He's a real boxer.
Oh,
he worked him in that sparring session.
yeah. What's his name? Son, Hasim Rockman Jr.
Yeah.
Hasim Rockman
Dude,
Jr.
they have
son.
a sparring session. That dude beat up.
There you
Jake
go.
Paul.
Alleged headgear rule for Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson
it's
is
fake news.
Ah, I got Joe. This fool's a.
Yeah,
Dude, I
don't think that would sell ticket. That wouldn't sell pay-per-views, dude. If Paul comes out wearing headgear and Mike Tyson, I wouldn't buy it.
Right?
Just
Yeah.
for that reason alone.
It's not even. Hey, it's not even pay per view. It's on Netflix, free.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's
right.
on
What,
Netflix.
They're
what were you
streaming
saying
it on
about like
Netflix.
UFC?
Texas Stadium.
Showing UFC at your store again?
It's expensive.
yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
pay like through a monopoly, like a.
it's something productions. They do all like the bars and the restaurants. For our venue, because of our occupancy, which is 50 people, it's $1,000. But we wouldn't want to charge like entry fees or anything.
So you'd
like
have
that.
to charge. You'd have to give 50 people at $20
that's
just
why
to pay
people
for
charge.
it.
Just to pay for it,
So
and
like
our
I'm-
and the thing is because we have our slots for axe throwing, like we have to turn people over, right? We have to turn those lanes over. So
You they're gonna want to
Do
stay.
you charge by the hour?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's $25 a person for an hour.
Dang, that'd be fun if you had that shit.
Hey,
Then again, you're trying to hit targets, not watch fights.
One of
Yeah.
the gymnastics parents said they'll go from here to Top Golf in Vegas because the food's so good.
What?
Dude, the one in Ontario is really good too.
Okay,
Yeah,
They said it's better than Ontario,
Okay,
but they'll
yeah.
drive from here, spend some time at Top Golf, eat,
come
and
back.
then come back.
that's
I'm
crazy,
like,
dude. When that high speed railway is done,
Yes.
that's gonna be legit.
It's approved. It's approved,
yeah,
right?
it's gonna open up so
Been
much.
approved.
They're still
Come on, Elon.
They're still trying to come up with funding. I think they're like 3/4 of the way there.
Well, it's
from
like
what
700 billion,
from
right?
what I
no,
heard,
it's 12
12 billion?
billion. Yeah.
from what I heard, 2 companies have already come in and already failed, and that's why we haven't started yet.
yeah.
The third company just finished a rail on the East Coast that they said was impossible to do.
Okay.
And so they got hired to do the one here.
this one.
I'm sorry, they didn't get hired. From what it sounds like,
Consulted?
these private companies come in, they'll bring in money, but the government's going to help them with
Yeah, they
money
have
too.
to, yeah.
That's why they're going to be able to charge us. So they're
Yeah.
using our money plus this company's money to like build this fucking thing. But
To make it happen.
I think it's a great thing. It's gonna open commerce.
yeah,
so
dude.
much
Yeah.
shit's gonna happen from that. Jobs.
Yeah,
like-
100%.
hell yeah, that'll get there in an hour and 30 minutes.
Imagine.
Or
You guys wanna go to
15
but
Vegas
it's,
real quick?
I think it's
Goes
gonna. Is
185
it only?
miles an hour.
It's only from here to there. It's not going
I
down
think
the hill.
it goes to
It starts in
Rancho.
Rancho.
That's what I thought. It's
Yeah.
gonna go down the hill.
So
a little
it's
bit.
going to come up the pass?
Yeah,
That's
so,
fucking... I don't
but they say
know.
that's gonna be the hardest one.
I don't
And then the
know
other
about
problems
that
are
one.
like they can't get people to like sign over lands and stuff,
Yeah.
and come to deals with that stuff. So
I don't know about that one. Imagine coming up. He's
What?
having my reaction when you're all about. I got to go up the pass in that thing, and you're all, yeah. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be
That's-
dope.
Fucking
Sure, it's gonna
fly
have
off that fucking
luxury.
monorail,
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
It's gonna have first class, all kind of
Yeah.
luxury setups where it's just gonna be dope.
Have you guys ever banged on an airplane? Mile High Club or no?
no,
No.
No. You
there's
officer?
so little room in there.
Yeah,
Those movies
dude.
are.
I know for
bullshit.
sure it happened with me. So, like, what about like a train? You think train be pretty cool or what?
Oh,
Same
hell
size
yeah.
bathroom?
What about
Dude,
that
get
movie?
the-
What's that movie on Netflix that came out? Brad Pitt.
Oh, money. That's not
Money
Money Train.
Train? No.
Something.
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train.
That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
one, but dude, it looks like a good time on that train.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks like some cool.
So,
shit
so,
going on.
so when is this all
Isn't it
supposed
a
to take
Virgin?
place?
A Virgin train?
For the
Virgin
train?
train?
I thought it's a Virgin. Like,
No,
deal.
no, it's they're called like. There's something from like. I
So
think they're
what's
from
it?
Europe,
What is it? An
actually.
hour drive? Hour 45 minutes? 30? What is it?
Well, it's 2.5. Wait, to Vegas?
In the train, what would it be?
They see an hour and a half.
From here.
It's gonna go 180 something miles an hour. That's gonna be one of the fastest.
you think you'll
trains
feel
out
it or
here.
no?
Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, will you beat your chair?
On the
Like,
takeoff.
like,
On the
Don't they,
takeoff,
they
yeah,
have
but-
them in China and stuff like that?
Yeah, yeah. So
Japan has them. Like I think they have these.
I watched
trains
this
over
whole
there.
documentary on it too, and like I'm trying to like recall things that happened, but I forgot.
There are already other places in the world. We're just last.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you guys?
We're always last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see?
Well, in order for it to be a speed or bullet train, it has to go over 145 only. So they're saying like every speed train they keep launching, it's going faster and faster and faster. So this one's supposed to do like 180.
You see,
Would've
Big
been
Orange showed up to O'Malley's fight. You want to see O'Malley fight, dude? Dude,
Did you see Andrew Cuomo? You know, the old fucking liberal dude
Yeah.
from CNN. He
Yeah.
did an interview, and they're like, "Who do you think's gonna win?" He's like, "Fucking Trump." And they're like, "Really? Why?" And he's like, "Did you see him at the UFC fight?
Yeah.
Or did you see his
Dude,
his
yeah.
He got
Fucking events?
he just got the GOP
nomination?
Nomination.
yeah, yeah."
Nomination.
Like,
No
I knew
shit.
that was gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
but
dude,
they've
he
been-
walked into UFC for O'Malley's fight.
Yeah.
Comes out to
He's
America.
been going to them for like
Yeah.
the
years.
past,
He
yeah.
started it.
Yeah.
Lately he's been showing
Yeah,
face
dude.
again.
Yeah. 'Cause
Well, it's like
got it.
be who you are,
Like
bro.
he
You
was
like
that-
going to fights,
Well,
man.
what was
Okay.
that one he was with? He was with him,
Tucker,
Tucker,
Kid Rock.
and there
That was
one
in New
more.
York.
Yeah,
He went-
one
yeah.
more.
Yeah, but this
But-
last one he came in, man.
It was just him and his daughter, or him and his.
Yeah, it was him and Ivanka. They showed up, and then man, they were going nuts for him, dude. But yeah, it was pretty cool. But I guess was it you that said it? O'Malley came out and was talking shit about like defending him. Remember, he was like, "How the fuck are they gonna come at him about his businesses?" And was it you that? I swear, I thought it was you, Adam. Where he talked about O'Malley came out and did a video, and O'Malley was like, "How the fuck are they gonna come at him and this thing with New York about all these things and this and that, blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z?" He's like, "But you can't even give us a fucking Epstein list or blah blah blah."
Oh, yeah.
And then Trump came out and was like, "Hey, thanks, man, I appreciate it." So he was at the fight. So when he won, he was pointing at him like,
Yeah.
Trump loves himself some
dude.
fucking fighting, man.
They love him. All the fans. We all love Trump. We
Yeah,
we
dude.
need fucking Trump. I don't care what nobody
So
says.
when
So we need
so
him.
it's crazy. So by the way, those shrooms that you said are, just get a couple, Adam. Just trust me.
ones?
The ones you give me a little baggie of, the white bag. Remember, you're like, I think they're okay. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
So I took a handful. One of the a good friend when I went to Utah or Tahoe with. He's ex-cop, retired, ex-military. His whole story's fucking dope. He's like a living G.I. Joe. And even talks like it, dude. But anyways, we're sitting up there, and I'm going up there, and here we go. I'm going to enjoy the trees and the snow. So I pop all the shrooms. I'm looking in the forest. I'm just quiet. I'm just looking in the car where everyone's talking. I'm just chilling. Then me and him start talking. He tells me, I really think there's going to be a civil war. And I'm looking at him like,
Oh shit.
no, don't tell me this now. I was like, no.
Wait.
Look at the trees. Look at the trees. Yeah, dude. And he's I'm like, trees. And then he's like, no. He's like, it's coming. It's coming. And I'm like,
Damn.
don't do this to me, Jared Bear. Don't do this to me right now. And he's like, it's coming. He's like, we've never been so divided as a country right now. And
Yeah, but they don't like guns and we like guns. How's this gonna go?
that's what I was saying. I go, Jared Bear, question. They're going to have chicks with dicks fighting our boys, and I feel like
they're
we're
gonna
going to
be
win.
throwing
You know what I
dildos
mean?
No one is fighting on their team. This civil war is going
Yes.
to be government versus the people.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he was saying. That's what
It's
he was
not-
saying.
And you think the army's going to follow fucking Biden? No. Dude, they
And
fucking...
then before you know it, all these gay boys and trans boys, get a fucking gun and come on. We don't care what you
You're like,
are.
oh my
Let's
God,
go.
everyone sucked their dicks so they pass out. That's how they would beat us, guys.
Dude.
But yeah, but he was going deep, dude, and he was like, yeah, I just have a feeling it's coming. He's like, it's coming. I don't know if they'll divide the country into the right or south United States or north south.
So
or,
I
it
was
was wild,
I was told
dude.
some wild shit today. I don't know if he told you too about Texas is building its own army and everything right now.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, militia.
Whole militia, like 88.
They've always had
no,
the-
like,
yeah.
but
Well,
Well, they've always had
State
that
military.
right.
no,
right?
but they're
Yeah.
going. He's going hard with it. And
Yeah,
he's getting,
it's the governor.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's getting all
Governor Abbott.
he's getting all federal like services and everything out. Anything if you're a federal
What?
anything, get out of his state.
What?
ICE, all that shit. He wants.
He
out.
was right. It's happening. I don't know, dude. He just said it. He goes, I don't know, man. I just have a feeling. And he's older
because
guy,
they.
56.
I guess legally they can secede from the
union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
yeah,
he was
and-
saying, I wanted to go like, Jared Bear, there's a movie coming out called Civil War. Like, did you watch that? And you have
Oh,
thoughts
the
on your
trailer
time?
for that? Yeah.
Yeah, but is that what you're telling me? But no, he really believes it. He really, and he goes, especially, he goes, I'm telling you right now, if they pull some shit with Trump, he goes, I think it will happen. And I'm like,
You think
Yeah.
January
Yeah.
6th was just like a prelude?
January 6th was a fucking cover up. It was bullshit. That was all
What was it
inside
covering
job.
up?
It was an inside job. That's what I meant. It was an inside job.
They created the problem, but
Yeah, exactly.
No,
By
but
letting
like-
them all in and all
yeah.
that bullshit. It's
A
like,
week before that, they burnt down the Lincoln Memorial fucking library when they were doing the riots for George Floyd, right? Before
Yeah.
that. And no one got in trouble for that. The Dems were the ones saying burn everything.
yeah.
Fuck you guys, man.
Dude,
Fucking-
well, the crazy part is, like, especially when you see Tucker Carlson did that interview with, he did it with the chief of police, and they were breaking everything down, and then Tucker started showing video footage, like crazy video footage of like shit we didn't see, the media or the government didn't release to the media, aka its friend, and it just blows your mind, dude. And like, I guess I saw somebody posted it. Oh, Danny did. Shout out Danny Cuevas. He posted it where Trump said, "My first day in office, I will." He said, I'm going to build the wall.
Yeah.
I'm going to drill. And then he says, I'm going to free the January 6th.
Yeah, anyone who was arrested for January
you will
6th, yeah.
you will
Oh, this, like, when
yeah.
he goes back
he's-
on?
that's
Yeah.
a- yeah.
He said that,
Bro,
I'm
we need him
He's
back,
coming.
babe. We need him.
The economy.
Who do you think his VP is gonna be?
The whole world needs him because he fucking handles shit.
They're trying to recall Newsom. Have you seen that again?
Who do you think his
Yeah,
VP
they
is
say
gonna
it's getting pretty close. Like,
Who do you
Yeah.
think?
but, no.
Well, his signatures has to get 2 million.
Christine Noem.
And then after that, it'll go to.
Christy Noem from
Really?
North Dakota.
Oh,
You think that's gonna be his VP?
So there's a lot of talk about her.
Not Tulsi.
I would love Ramaswamy.
Oh, Vivek.
Vivek.
He's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love him.
Vivek's the man,
What
dude.
about-
Because then, dude, he's 38, right? 4 years of
He could
Trump, and then we
flow
get
right
8
in.
years of him. Dude,
Oh,
come on,
dude.
that'd be
He's like an
a
Indian,
marvelous 12 years, dude.
actual real,
Yeah,
not
dude.
fake Obama. He's like,
No, he's like
Yeah.
a.
What do you think about
Indian
Tucker?
I think no.
Yeah.
Tucker's the only journalist I love
Let him
watching
be, yeah.
because he's real.
Let it
Yeah.
be.
Let it be. Like
Yeah.
just let Tucker
He
do his
doesn't
thing.
belong in politics,
He's
yeah.
being an old school. Like I remember growing up. Like my parents had Walter Cronkite and what was the one I said? Was it Diane Sawyer? Like the real journalist back. He's like that breed. Like he's actually a real legit journalist. Me personally, Vivek or Tulsi Gabbard. I think Tulsi Gabbard's the shit. She's
Why?
the fuck. Yeah, she's the shit.
Ryan
dude.
likes Tulsi.
Did you see what RFK did? He totally fucking just got dumb. You see what's Aaron Rodgers as his fucking VP? First off, I'm a Jet fan. Okay, did you watch football?
Yeah.
Do you know what happened last year? The Jets 4 snaps into the game. He tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden this fucking wants to take him to be his VP.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
He got a lot of attention with his Mr. Pfizer joke.
Yeah.
to Kelsey. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
so-
he picks on a lot of
Yeah.
people. He's good at it. He would be a good VP though.
Yeah, but that's what he said. But anyways, I think it should be either Tulsi or Vivek. Vivek would be
that
sick.
would be amazing, dude.
Yeah, he's just so into the way he talks, dude. He
Mm-hmm.
breaks everything down, and I like how he literally lays a plan out. Well, we'll get rid of this. I'll put the U.S. military at the border, which I think it should be. Don't you? Do you believe that?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
sure.
What do you think about them trying to ban TikTok?
I honestly,
I agree.
Yeah?
So I used to agree, and
I don't.
I think there
once-
needs to be more control. Not like
so
China.
that's a problem. So who's saying all that? Who's saying that China controls TikTok, right? Who's saying that China's invading our privacy through TikTok?
The government.
The government, right? So do
Okay,
we really
so-
trust the government?
Right.
I don't. I
And what
definitely
they're
don't.
saying TikTok does, Instagram and Facebook already do to
Exactly.
us.
It's the same
problem-
thing, right?
The
It's the
reason,
same
why,
thing.
the
Yeah.
reason why
Yeah.
they want to ban TikTok is because they
And
don't
YouTube
have
even,
control.
shorts.
They don't have control of that algorithm, right?
Yeah.
Content naturally
Okay, I got
spreads
what
more
you're saying.
evenly.
I like
it.
it.
makes a lot of
I
sense.
like
It's
it.
like Twitter. When Twitter used to be able to do all their shit,
Yeah.
they
You gotta
loved
think
it.
Instagram and Facebook are liberal fucking companies. So
Facebook,
they
yeah.
control what's on there. TikTok doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Except for like they don't allow weed and like porn and shit. But
Yeah.
other than that, they don't
political or any type.
yeah,
of,
they're not
they
really
don't-
political on there, which is nice. So you get to see everything.
Yeah.
you
So
know?
is Twitter political again, or no? You can put whatever.
No, you can put whatever.
There you go, right there.
No,
This
Elon
is
won't let
not
that shit go.
an attempt to ban TikTok. It's an attempt to make TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe. A winner.
Shut the fuck.
Oh my god! Somebody get this big titty old hag off the stage.
Go home, grandma.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Have you noticed that she just disappeared?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I haven't heard a
All
single
of
thing
them.
about her, dude.
A lot of them,
Dude, they spent so much money here at Shift and the other one fucking trying to impeach Trump all those times that
Exactly.
they should quit. Go away. Stop.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, they just passed it to go get voted on, but I don't know if it's gonna go through. But
I don't know, man.
Dude, I can't
the
believe
Senate won't pass it,
like
dude.
McCarthy shot himself in the foot, huh? He's out of there.
oh yeah, he's not the speaker anymore. No,
Yeah,
who's the
'cause
new
he-
speaker now?
he-
Mike
uh,
Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
He made a deal and then behind everybody's back and then got booted, huh?
Yeah.
Why would he do that, dummy?
Well, because
Well,
they
He's,
want.
he's part of like their establishment.
Yeah, he's
I
part
heard
of-
they call,
They all have the same golf course.
I hear they're called rhinos.
Rhinos, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that term until
Re-
today. I got
Republicans and
educated.
name
What are they
on
called? Multi-party or what do they call
Uniparty?
it? Uniparty. A uniparty.
Well, I like that they changed the law, right, where they can get people out of being Speaker of the House faster now,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
which can be bad at the same time because as soon as you don't agree, you're like, get the fuck out, you
Yeah.
know. But it is good though that they can remove them and hopefully, you know,
Yeah. It still comes down to a vote, but it's a lot faster than
Right.
having to go to like Congress and then the president and all that shit.
All that shit's dirty business, man.
Do you ever
It is,
see
dude.
Canada when they get to go at it? Like their parliaments.
The parliaments is
Yeah,
wild.
dude, wild, bro. They all sit there and
like
just
British,
fucking
like
argue.
British too. British too.
Yeah, same shit.
Yeah.
Fucking whore. Like
But
yeah.
dude, they make
I say.
They go in like those couple stories.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, here. And we're in the crowd. Fuck yeah. Yeah, wearing our George Washington wigs.
yeah,
Yeah.
smoking weed.
Yeah, to the pipe. My blue Sherlock one.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
You can picture Sean O'Malley in there with his pink fucking hair.
Dude, they're
shit.
like, shut your mouth, you fucking whore. And they're like, yeah, I'm like, holy shit.
You got McGregor up there as his own representative.
Oh shit.
He's like, get over here to fight me. Get over here.
Drink my Guinness.
Yeah, drink my nasty beer. Fucking motherfucker. Hey, so as let me ask you a question. Could you see your business thriving even more in a place like Texas?
There's a lot of axe throwing venues in Texas.
Yeah,
shit
it's
ton.
bigger.
A
Like
shit ton.
on
In the
that
East
side,
Coast, yeah.
Midwest.
There's a shit. So for that reason, I mean, I would have to look into how many of them have, because we have projected targets. So typically, axe throwing venues, they just draw on their targets, right? So we have projectors, and we own our software. So all the games that are on there, like, it's ours.
Okay.
So we would have to see how many of them sell beer, how many of them have interactive targets like ours.
Just different.
And then if they have food or not, right? We don't have food yet, but we will eventually.
Well, I feel
So-
like taxes
so-
wise,
so
you know?
And
would
we have
you-
taxes for sure.
Would
be
you
massive.
expand in the desert up here?
No. So
Just one, huh?
yeah. So just one. I would make it bigger. So
More services.
yeah. So just one up here. I mean, I think there's room for maybe 2 or 3, but as far as like us, we wouldn't make a second location. We would just probably close the Apple Valley one down
I just open a bigger one.
and just do
What's
a
something you
monster
do
one.
different?
Food and full bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next
and
time,
then have a specific area for axe throwing, and then have an area where if you just want to
Socialize and
come in
chill.
and exactly.
Because then they can
have
hang
a
out
beer,
for
have
hours.
some food.
Yeah.
Make
You
sure
get-
the food's like on point. Make sure it's the best food people have ever had, and make sure the drinks are on point and the service. Right. So that's what it comes down
At
to.
that point, you could do UFCs and different stuff because it would be worth it to have those
Oh,
people there.
100%.
and,
Dude,
you know,
exactly.
They'd
That'd be
spend
so
the
fun,
time.
dude.
and-
So
Yeah.
fun.
Exactly.
So fun.
Wait, 2 years you said you've been?
Almost 2 years. Yeah.
So,
In
your lease is 3?
July and 3.
Yeah?
I'm not looking forward to that, dude.
Yeah, I know. He's
Yeah.
gonna. Well, he can't do more than what is
No.
it? 5%, right?
It might be 3%.
3%,
But I'm gonna
yeah.
try to negotiate. I don't know
But
if you
on
wanna hear
a
this or not. but-
$3,000.
I'm gonna
What's
try
your
to-
rent? You said?
Huh?
No, wait, nobody listens.
3,600.
Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
You
Sorry.
got good traffic though, right there.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
for
have
sure.
in that facility, you have a good location. there.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Yeah,
You
like
don't have to-
there's only one way in, one way out.
Yeah,
and
you
everyone
see
that goes
every
in,
time.
and that's why we got a big ass sign too, like that lights
Yeah.
up and shit.
Yeah.
So we were like, hey, we want.
Because even I bet even like eating next door. Let's go do some axe throwing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Catch a
Yeah,
couple
the
little
sushi
sake,
spot.
and then
Mhm.
all right, let's fuck it. Let's
Yeah.
go.
You ever go to that sushi spot next
Yeah,
time?
it's all the time, dude. I had some yesterday actually. Yeah, I don't do
good
like
time.
all the non-cooked stuff. I just get like a California roll
California roll.
or a Mexican roll, dude. Like the
That's
chili.
like
chili
that's the
shrimp.
missionary position of
Yeah, it
sushi.
is.
Yeah, you don't even eat. That's like
I
my
don't-
chick or my daughter. Well, I want to
Yeah.
eat sushi. I'm like, you eat a fucking tempura crunch. Like you don't even
Yeah.
eat sushi. I'll get you something else.
Yeah, I'll get you a PBJ, dude. Relax.
Yeah, see,
Gabby-
I love the Winko sushi,
Yeah,
dude.
it's
Like,
good.
I'm for it,
especially if you get it fresh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty
Costco
good.
does it now too.
Yeah,
I
got
haven't
one
tried
too.
it, but is it
pretty-
good?
I got
Yeah?
one. Yeah, it was good.
Jorge at work had
Yoshi's
one.
good.
They're like
I'm a Yoshi's.
they're on steroids.
You ever go to Yoshi's?
All fat.
No, I haven't.
They're just
Yoshi's
extra
is-
bigger, like
Yeah.
a Costco
I've heard.
size.
I've heard they're really
Yoshi's
good.
is.
Yeah.
I liked Linka was pretty fucking good.
No, I do Yoshi's. That's if I go up here.
Simple, dude.
Yoshi's. Give me a dragon roll, a Mexican.
Go.
I love some yellowtail sushi, like
Oh,
real
yeah.
sushi.
You like
Bro.
You like Pokey?
You gotta go to Nobu, bro.
Eat their sushi.
Oh my god.
That's the only
They had
time
this
Gabby will
yellowtail-
eat
He's in
fucking
LA, right? In
yellowtail with
Vegas?
the jalapeno.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gabby
Rob
loves
De Niro
that
owns
shit.
that.
Does he really?
Nobu, he owns that.
There's one in Vegas.
You fucking
Yeah,
liberal. I knew you were
bro.
a Democrat. See,
We
too.
went, dude, and it was for the 4 of us it was $1,000. I was like,
Jeez.
So no, ours
Yeah.
was 1,500 for 4 of us.
was it?
Yeah, the chef special with that drinks.
Oh my god.
So you don't even pick what you eat. He just brings you like 10 or 12 different courses.
But you don't give a fuck, cause dude, each dish is as bomb as the last. Dude.
But like,
Really?
the sushi was like
So-
2 or 3 bites each person.
Yeah.
So it's like very little, but they're they'll
But
bring
it's like 10 courses.
they'll bring some wagyu that they light on fire and it barely cooks on your plate, and then everybody gets their piece. Dude, it
Bro,
was just,
everything is just.
So
This is
basically,
at Nobu.
yeah.
No,
I'm,
Yeah.
so I'm
Never
eating
goes.
after. I'm eating after for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
no, you could eat.
Yeah. Are
You're not
sure?
that full.
No,
You
trust
just-
me.
yeah.
I got full when we did it. I was like, oh my god.
And then the dessert,
Yeah?
Yeah.
dessert is amazing. But yeah, you just go there.
Yeah.
Like if you ever want to go, some nice shit.
Alcohol's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Tell
It's a little
them,
dress up.
Chef's special.
High-end,
Chef's
yeah.
special.
Vegas is the closest one, or
No,
LA.
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 Yeah, yeah.
Santa
There's
Monica,
two.
Santa
Newport
Monica.
has
Newport,
one.
Malibu has one. I think.
LA has one.
Yeah, it's
Do you
really
ever-
good.
Do you
really
ever?
good.
Do you ever? Take
I've heard
your-
nothing but good things.
Do you ever take your chick to Fleming's down there?
never been to Fleming's.
dude,
No.
Okay, listen, go there first.
Yeah,
Like,
that place is
Nobu's
fire.
like
I'm trying to
another.
think what's
Nobu's
the
another. They
It's
have
a
one in.
steakhouse,
Yeah.
You order everything separate. Everything.
It's like just
a la
like
mode.
so you'll order a steak.
carte.
She'll
A la
order
carte,
a steak, but
yeah.
like your cauliflower, your potatoes, or your rat or risotto, you guys will share. But what the fuck is that?
I
You
touched
go-
the fucking
Oh.
nail, dude. It burnt the shit
But
out of
dude,
it.
it's,
I thought you were throwing gang
super-
signs at me. I was like, get him!
I thought he was holding the cock. Like he was holding-
Did you see this? No.
Yeah.
But dude, it's worth taking.
Close
your
those
chick.
fingers.
It's
Yeah.
right there in Victoria Gardens.
Victoria Gardens. Yeah.
Yeah.
super worth
fire.
it.
You order everything like it's super expensive, but it's
Yeah.
good. It's good. I feel yeah, it's good. I have no complaints. But you have to go on like he says, go in there prepared because you could be like, yeah, I'll take that. Wait a minute,
Go see
It doesn't come with a
actually-
salad. Like it doesn't come with the
No,
baked potato.
Go see my boy Corey Brown. He's a waiter there. He's
Okay.
legit, dude. He'll take care of you. Cool ass dude. That's
yeah.
who we always go see.
Yeah.
Corey Brown?
Yeah.
You know the other Corey is Corey Brown also?
Yeah, this is another one.
Really?
Corey
So
Brown
we know
too.
2 Corey Browns?
I even know Tyler Brown. Yeah,
Really?
all kind of.
shit.
They call him. They usually people. You should call Corey this Doo Doo Brown.
Doo-doo brown.
Yeah, they usually call them that.
Yeah.
Dude, the other thing, so one thing I wanted to talk about too was like the entrepreneurship side of it, because I'm an entrepreneur myself, and like getting the balls to like fucking go through. Like your first business, you went guns ho, dude.
Yeah.
You like got a 3-year lease.
Yeah.
Like, usually like when I like someone tells me they're like, hey, I want to start a business, but like this is my idea. I always get them to like just start up as cheap as possible.
Yeah.
You know? But like you just threw like a whole $100,000 into
Gambled.
it.
Yeah, dude.
I like it. I like this style,
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
He didn't pussyfoot in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm glad it worked out for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
man.
it's cool to see.
So
Like,
far, so
I just
good.
saw this thing. I was reading on Reddit, right? And I was looking up entrepreneurial. What did I look up? Whatever. And then this Reddit forum came up. It was like, what was an idea that you had that just fucking worked? And like, how'd you do it? But this one dude's like, I failed my first 4 businesses. So like, whatever. So for you, congrats. You
thank
haven't
you.
failed. Like, you know,
Yeah, so far.
I know, but you great because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
failed my first business, you know, and then my second was good. My third failed. And then my fourth was good.
That's how it
so
is,
like,
dude.
I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, you know, it hurts when you fail, you
Yeah,
know, like
yeah,
bad.
dude, 100%.
Lose that $100,000.
it
That's
sucks
rough.
to
Yeah.
fail a little business, or you put a few, 10, 20 grand into something and try it out, and then
It's not failing, it's learning.
No, yeah, it's
Exactly.
learning.
Yeah, you know,
but
exactly
at
what
a
it
certain,
is.
you look at it all different ways. Like, fuck, I failed. Then you look
Right.
at it after a while. You're like, all right, I learned this, and
Right.
this. All right, this
But
is
you
what
got to
I'm-
realize, like, 90%.
How long does it take to get to that point? Like after you said like you get to that point where you failed, right?
Yeah.
So like, are you to get to that mindset? Like, all right, I did this wrong. I did this wrong. How long does it take to get to that point? Or is
It's really based on the person and how you look at what's going on, and like, do you want to climb out of this situation and keep trucking? Do you have good people around you? Like, it really, it's
I was going to say
really,
there's 2 types of people, though.
Yeah,
Like,
there's-
someone who will start a business, they lose everything, and they're like, all right, I'll go back to 9 to 5. And then there's the other person like me who I failed, and I was like, what's next? Like, no's not an option. Like, let's get to the next thing, you know?
Yeah.
And so, like, it depends on whatever, but
And there's different ways you can do it, but it takes a while. So depending on how bad it hurts you, like it hurts your pocket or your ego, your feelings.
yeah.
That affects it, and then how bad do you want to get out of this feeling? Like,
Yeah.
how bad do you want to learn from this, or how bad do you want to
how
sit
bad do you
with
want
this?
it? Yeah.
There's like 2, because you got to sit with it. Everything that you go through and whatever, you got to sit with it for a minute and understand. Like, all right, where did I fuck up? What happened? I fucked up this. I fucked up that. Sometimes you're too harsh. Sometimes you're not. But like, you really got to sit with yourself and go, okay, cool. How do I fix this?
Yeah.
What do I do next?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I got to go work here for a little bit to get this going, to get this going, to
Yeah.
get this going. So you got to get yourself a fucking plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's got to be a dream. Like, the one thing I've learned in like entrepreneurship and things that have affected me in negative ways, or like where I've lulled,
Yeah.
is losing the vision,
Yeah.
losing your dream, or like the long lasting goal. Like, if
Yeah.
you don't have that, you're not going nowhere.
Yep.
You're treading water.
100%.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you got to have dreams and vision and goals. And like, some people will tell you that the crazier you are, the better. No, well, there's both good and bad. But like, you got to come to reality and sit with yourself. All right, what's accomplishable? What's not? And then put that really fucking hard one out there that's not accomplishable, because
Yeah.
you're going to get this, this, and this done along the way.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking, like, if you really look at like entrepreneurship and life, it's like that good old saying, like, if you don't start, nothing gets started. It's really like that. Like, you don't even know how you're going to do this, but like, I'm going to look up an axe throwing place. Now we're going to go visit it. Now we're going to see what it takes to put one together.
Yeah.
Now we're going to find us a location. Like, that's how you start approaching things. Like, remember when you asked me and Joe, how do we want to do this podcast? All right, what do we need? What do we need? What do we
Yeah.
got? What don't we got? Like, there's a basis of how things run. So you just wrap your head around that, or you go, fuck it, I'm going to go get a job and just work for somebody
Yeah.
and turn my brain off
Yeah.
and just deal with the bullshit and get treated like fucking whatever. You know what I
Facts.
mean? So
Facts.
everybody's different. It's okay to take a couple steps back to get going forward.
I'd say, to answer your question about when do you realize, like, when do you learn from that?
Yeah.
It's when you start the next one.
Yeah.
Because I remember I lost my when I lost Cherry Vapor Lounge, and I was distraught. Distraught. So that was a big lose for me, like big. And so
That's the one in Santa Barbara, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got sued for
And
$250,000.
You get distraught as in like family problems,
Yeah.
marital problems, kid problems, like in the hospital. Like, there's different distraughts that hit your brain and like you can't function. And that's like the type of stuff that happens like with the business or entrepreneur. You lose, you got
Sight.
no money in your account, you can't pay your bills. Like, you start getting like, this is what's going to test you to see. But it's like once you, and then when you, like he said, once you pick up your next thing, you learn like, okay, don't fucking do that. Don't.
You start
I did-
reflecting.
well, last time I did this and this happened, so let's try this.
Let's try this
Right.
different
You know
way.
what I mean? So you got to really go, and
Yeah,
that's where it's hard. Like, you don't know.
Yeah.
I remember mine was I had to learn
Good shit, Adam.
I had to learn patience. It was
huge.
When I was young, I just wanted to do everything all at once. I was like someone's like, hey, let's do this business. Okay, let's do it. Oh, let's do this too. So next thing you know, I'm like doing all this shit, but not doing anything. You know, and I was like, hold on, I need to I need to focus on what I got. And then so this time around, I have multiple businesses still, but they're all in the same industry, same drive, same you know, instead of me coming over here, going over here and whatever. And I was able to slow down and be like, hold on. What I really learned in life, and this would be a great advice for anyone, is that this might sound stupid, but I let the universe talk for me. So what I'll do is I'm going to start this business, right? Okay. Do I have the money? No. Okay. Well, never mind. Let's wait a little bit. Let's save up more next, right? I have the money. Okay. Let's find a spot. And then maybe dude, you keep lucking out. No one's renting to you. You're like, okay, hold on. Maybe it's not the right time. I'm just reading the room. But sometimes when you open a business, dude, it's like clockwork. It's like, oh, I got a spot. I got this. Hey, this opened up easy. This feels good. You know what I mean? And once I started aiming more towards that kind of
you get that feeling.
Yeah. You're like,
you want it again.
Right.
It's like, hold on, I can relate to this one.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
I think that was my big thing is patience. I was like, okay, let's just relax. Let's not be so in a hurry to get there. You know.
You absorbing? Are you absorbing?
100%.
I think the biggest thing in ownership or entrepreneurship is being able to say no. It's a huge thing for yourself. People come to you, hey, do this. Hey, yeah, for sure. Do boom. Before you know it, you're fucking being shitty at everything you do. Or you can narrow it down and be good at a few things. The baddest motherfucker there is at this. You know what I mean? And just do a couple things or one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of trying to be the yes man and say, I got this, then you're a shitty fucking businessman. You know what I mean? You're just telling everybody yes.
Yeah.
So nobody really wants to deal with you. This guy can do this guy can't do this. So in entrepreneurship, sometimes it's just like, hey man, I'm sorry, I can't get that done for you.
Yeah.
Or I can't do that or whatever. You know what I mean? Because the universe might work out where it'll come back around and the timing might be right and the money might be right and boom, it happens. So it's just you just got to go through it. It's a difficult time, you know what I mean?
What's the goal for you? What's the end goal? My favorite quote is, if you don't know where you want to be in 5 years, you're already there. Yeah. Right. And it's where do you where do you want to be?
So 5 years from
business?
now?
Oh no, it's just what's the future for the Tomahawk?
So we would love, hopefully no big investors listening to this that gets the idea to do one up here. But the high desert needs entertainment, right? We've got Scandia and a couple bowling alleys, and that's it. We would love to do some massive. Have you guys heard of Supercharged? So Supercharged they're in New Jersey. They've got a super sick. Are you able to pull it up if you want? They've got a sick axe throwing venue inside in a huge ass 1 million square foot warehouse. Indoor go karting, 2-story indoor go karting.
It's like a big adult,
big ass arcade, miniature putt shack, miniature golf, LED miniature golf. So do something like that, super high end, and just kind of be that entertainment spot for the high desert.
Definitely.
So for whatever community we're in at the time.
What's it called?
Supercharged, New Jersey.
Supercharged, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Is that one that has a purple track or something inside?
It's got an LED track.
Yeah, it's like
LED
super.
track, yeah, and it's 2 stories, dude. It's sick as fuck.
The
dude.
go-kart track is 2 stories.
It's dope, dude. So that is our goal, is to do something massive like that up here. Obviously with time, right? Like you said, patience, dude, because we're so inundated with overnight success, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Right? If I woke up with a Bugatti in my living room, then after I meditated for fucking 3 hours and journaled for 6 or whatever.
The crazy
right?
thing is who gives a fuck about that type of shit?
Yeah,
at a
exactly,
certain
dude.
point,
It's
when you
the
start
work.
doing businesses,
It's the work you do.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think properties and investments and other things speak way more than type of. It's cool to flex, when you want to go flex or do some different shit, but as I'm getting older, it's cool to buy your parents a house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, the problem is we're seeing it all on Instagram.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? And they're being flashy because they're trying to get views. You know.
Yeah, they're trying.
But
to get
really,
those clicks.
there's so many people most people are like us, where we're not showing off all our successes.
Yeah.
And we're just building our family and building our legacy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
A lot of people always ask me, "Hey man, how come you don't show what you have or this?" That? I'm like, I have no fucking desire to do any of that. That's not my satisfaction. I don't get off on hey, look what I got or show. You know what I mean? One cool fucking thing that I like to do is go out with my family. Everybody's dressed nice. We can show up, dress nice, go eat, do stuff. Dude, it's a nice feeling as a man.
And cover the bill.
Cover the bill.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You'll notice, for me, I get satisfaction when I see an old couple and they tell me, hey, man, your kids are beautiful. Mm-hmm. I'm fucking solid today.
I think we talked about this. Remember when we leave early in the morning, go to work, and the family's all asleep, and you're and that's that's when I'm oh, cool. My family's taking care of, they're sleeping good. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's that makes me feel good.
Yeah. 100%.
Whereas that's part of the morning routine. A lot of people don't I don't know. For me as a man, my satisfaction is getting up, checking on the kids, everybody's good.
Yep.
All right, they got this good, boom. water heater, like just normal shit.
Yeah,
That's
like you
just
pay your
me.
bills, like you pay your
like, I'm
bills.
just trying to
100%.
make
It's a great
sure like
feeling.
they could take warm showers, they could eat their food, they
They have meals a day. They have to worry about
like,
anything.
My chick
Absolutely.
covers all the rest of the shit. She's solid on all that, but like, so I check on everybody. I make sure they're warm, they're covered, they're whatever's going on. Okay, then I get my shit together, leave the house, go do my gym. So like, it's just steps you do as a man. Like, all right, boom, 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 boom. And you get through the day. All right, cool. I'm gonna do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's just satisfying knowing that you can do those things and you're trying to be the best you can be, because fuck, man, being a good dad, family, business, all that is hard. Like, you know what I mean? And we all struggle with our demons, and it's just something like I see dudes like, that's what I look at now. Like, I don't really look at too much things, but I see like clean cut dudes. I've always told Jonas, like, they keep their shit tight, got a nice house, they got a nice family, good looking chick. Like, I notice different things about him. Like, this fucking dude's legit. You know what I mean? There's more to life than just possessions. You know?
Exactly.
It's things that people do.
Yeah.
And that's how I measure people. Like, what I see, that's why I don't really fuck with a lot of people. Or I'll go say, hey, what's up? But I may not show you love or whatever. And the people I engage with, and how are you doing? How's the family? What are you up to? That's where I look at, like, I get inspired by those type of people.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Just the way it is for me. Like, I try to find inspiration in people because there's so much bad and negativity. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, there is.
so I try to find somebody that even we all know, like that you can look up to and just admire, like, appreciate.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Because you could do a celebrity or The Rock or this or that, but what engagement or reality are you really with them?
Zero.
They can motivate you or whatever, but when you see day-to-day dudes or people that you know and this that are getting down, you're like, fuck, man, like, it can be done.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason it can't be done.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's over here grinding, doing, like, all right, cool, get your shit together and get on.
Yeah.
And everybody has a different lane.
Right.
So that's what I really look at. And
I
try
look
to
up
be.
to you, Adam.
Appreciate that, bub.
Yeah. It's respect, my boy. That's all that is.
I got love for Joe. He's a hustler, grinder. We all. You gotta have like some go-getters in your circle,
Like-minded individuals.
and
yeah.
then you gotta have like a motherfucker in your circle. Like, you gotta have a little bit of everything in your circle to keep you grounded and doing well. Because
I
like
agree.
I had one friend I had a falling out over business with. We tried to get into business and we had a falling out about it. But he was like a big brother. Dude, ever since I've lost his relationship, it's really affected me in life, because he would tell me the shit nobody else would tell me. Like, hey, motherfucker,
it's
what are
always the
you
best
doing?
friend.
Like, and like, he would tell me like, I go see him thinking everything's gravy, and this motherfucker would get into me, and I'm like,
That's a friend.
and then I would leave like, hey, fuck this guy, and then like later I'd like, hey man, I just want to tell you I love you, dude. Like, and it was this weirdest relationship, and recently we've got in contact. He got in contact with me and just told me, hey, dude, like, bygones be bygones. Like, I still have love for you, and it was really cool to me because that relationship, just that little thing, like, closed the whole gap for me, a whole trauma in my like sense of being fucked up. Like, all right, dude, you have your own issues, you're not being right.
Yeah.
But like, just that little correction or band-aid on a relationship like really brought me back to like, all right, dude, there's more to fucking life than just holding on to this
Grudge.
or that or
Yeah.
a grudge or
Yeah, dude.
a disagreement. Your real friends, you're gonna have like that type of shit, and you need to go back to being, hey, what's up, dude? Like, my bad, I didn't mean to come off crazy, or like, hey, dude, I didn't mean, like, there's different ways to do it. You know what I mean? And sometimes you just gotta sit back and go through that process with people and grow.
I agree. Yeah, dude, that's a friend.
Yeah, no,
when
like-
you could be real with you could be real with someone, dude. That's a friend. Like, that's how I am with JC. Like, if like, there's times where he's called me, he's hey, get together, and I'm like, all right, man. And then people will make jokes like, oh, he's fucking like he's scared, he's just scared of you. I'm like, no, he's not, dude. Like, he's known me since we were kids, and that dude can just, in a matter of his words, you know, I'm a big boy compared to him, and he'll just look at me and he'll be real with me, and he'll be like, but it's how you deal with it. He'll always tell me it's how you deal with it.
It's cool when you have that relationship. It doesn't matter the size or any of that.
Yeah,
you
it's
guys
like-
are just people at that
yeah,
point.
at
Like,
that
you have a
point, you're
relationship.
just-
yeah. It's
we're
not,
here.
There's not even any fighting. It's like a more of a relationship.
And
type
just
deal.
like you said, like, you could be like, fuck that motherfucker, dude. Whatever, dude. You know what the fuck I deal with? Fuck you.
Yeah.
And then you sit there, you have a moment of fucking calm, and you're like, damn, he's right. You know, he's right. And you text, hey, man, like I said, hey, I love you, man. Thank you for your honesty. You know?
yeah,
That's-
and it takes a lot. It's hard, but you always need somebody like that in your life.
For sure. Like, you all, I mean, there's some people in my life, I don't want to say their names, but put them on blast, but they're my Dwayne Johnsons, my rocks, you know, especially during the time I've been had to deal with, big time, just coming through, like, just motivating words and getting back on my grind and falling in line, you know, like you said, being a better dad, being a better person.
Well, a lot
know?
of people don't know, as like a man, when your family life gets a little like in shambles, it makes you distraught and you can't perform.
Yeah.
You don't perform the same. Like, and you think you're all right. You think you're doing your thing. You think you're like, until somebody like really knows you're, hey man, you all right? Like, what's going on with you?
Yeah.
Like, I've went through personal shit in the last year or two or whatever, being my own fucked up, and I had a dude at the gym. We all know him. I won't even say his name, but he came to me and he's like, "Hey, are you good?" And I really wasn't. And I'm like, "What do you mean?" Yeah. He's like, "I don't think you are."
Yeah.
He goes, "I could see in your eyeballs, kid." He's an older guy. I literally look up to him and like he just broke some shit down. And I'm like, honestly, no, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. And he's one of the only people that will like come check on me, come like different things. So like, it's crazy because you could think you're doing well.
Yep.
You're fooling the
Facts.
whole world.
Facts.
And just it takes one person to come like just knock on your door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to check. Like that's all you need as a person, and it fucking really hits home.
Yeah, it does. He's one of them. Him right here.
Yeah,
Joe's one of them. There's
Joe's-
times where Joe's texts me like, "Are you okay? You doing good?"
Yeah.
You'll be like, "Miss you, bub."
Yeah,
'Cause I go to the Victorville gym.
Joe's good at that. Like he
picks up on it.
Yeah, he's good at being like comforting. Like you know what I mean? Like
he just knows. He just knows. It's weird.
He'll mend the wound instead of like me. I'm like, "Hey, what the fuck's wrong with you?" What?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, "Come on, let's go." You know what I mean? Like, and Joe's like more soft about it, so he's like, people kind of I notice gravitate towards Joe in that type of situation. You know what I mean? So that's where you need different people in your life.
The crazy part is like for me personally, I usually don't say my business. I keep it to myself, but people, I don't know. He's one of them. Even you sometimes, just able to hit me up like, "You okay? Like, you good? Like, you all right? Everything good?" Cause so like, right now my own personal things I'm going through. Yeah, I'm out in Tahoe. I'm having a time of my life, but man, I was thinking about my daughter the whole time. I haven't talked to my little girl since December, and yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
Especially how close we were. It's super hard.
Do you think it's more rough because like you can't get a hold of her, or her feelings towards you?
It's a mixture of can't get a hold of her, and it's a mixture of what I would say what she's been told.
So do you think you can explain?
I would love to.
Like explain your side of things that would nullify everything, or just explain your side.
I would like to
Express your feelings.
I would like to. For me personally, when it comes down to my daughter, sit down and be like how I raised you, because you're an amazing child, and I would love for you to sit there, tell me how you feel, all bullshit off the table, be real with me, tell me how you feel, so I can tell you how I feel, so we can receive each other's perspective, feelings, and understand. Cut all the bullshit, cut all the whispers in the ears aside, and look at the man who raised you, and who's never done no wrong to you, who's gone through hell for you, and just hear me out. That's all, As a dad, don't get me wrong. Like me and Boo are super close. And but my daughter, since the day she came into my life, 6/17/06, she has been the apple of my eye. And the fact that through my divorce and everything that's been going on, the fact that it was just switched up on me, because at first she was so loving, so accepting, telling me, I'm the greatest dad ever. Thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. And then somewhere along the line, something changed. And that eats at a dad like me. Because like I said, I wake up, I go kill my body at work for them. Just how you guys say you get those good feelings of your family sleeping, I get that every night. Knowing that my kids get to go to bed with a roof over their head, knowing that they have food, they have everything they need, whatever they want, they have, only if they earn it. That's how I am. But the necessities are covered. And I, as a man, as a dad, the fact that I can't hear from her or talk to her, it's rough. It's rough. It's a dagger. It's a dagger, man. Like, I can work 80 hours a week, but at some point, something reminds me of her. Mm-hmm. Like I always say, if I'm not podcasting or at the gym or at work and I have that small moment of downtime, oh man, I miss her. And it's rough. It's rough. Yeah, it's hard when you're being pushed, you're being shut out. And every way you've tried to reach out has been denied. Whether it's through text, calls, through other people, it's like when they literally say, "I don't want nothing to do with you," that's rough.
So do you think time will tell?
I do.
I think
Because
so.
you know what? Because like this year's a big year. She graduates this year, and like I said, the world's her oyster. She's straight A student. She can go wherever the fuck she wants. She turns 18 this year. Those are things that, as a dad, I'm gonna have to eat that I'm gonna miss probably, which bothers me. But I will be in that crowd when she graduates. Because goddamn it, it wasn't just your mom. It was me and you that raised you. It was a team effort to put you on that mantle. So I will be there. But like I was telling one of my buddies, we're talking about everything. I said, you know what? The way this podcast is just taking off and everything and blah, blah, blah. And if it does, and it will be successful, when she does come around, I'll be there waiting with open arms. Like, look what I made for
So
you.
no love lost. Just
Yeah, no
hey,
love lost.
yeah.
Never. As a dad, you never hold a grudge
can't,
against your
no,
kids. No, never. But when she comes back, I will be waiting with open arms. Like, look what I made for you. Look what I built for you. I'm here. That's As a dad, that's the one thing. Yeah, that's pretty rough.
So you got 2 boys, yeah?
Yeah.
So you got any plans for them or sports or anything?
Sports
in your
coming
head?
up, yeah.
You're gonna get them going.
We wanted to take them to soccer tryouts earlier today.
Yeah.
Over at Apple Valley
So he's
at
sick though,
Brewster.
huh?
Yeah, but he's sick. Yeah. So then the baby's still. He's getting a little bit better.
What's your nationality?
Half Mexican, half Salvadorian.
This is South
What's your wife?
She's full Mexican.
Full
She
Mexican?
was born over there, and she came here when she was 3.
She's like light too, light skin.
She's super light skinned.
My chick's the same way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're
She's
like super-
Mexican too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
full Mexican. She was born here, but her parents were over there.
From over there, yeah.
Our
Yeah.
girl's Mexican too.
Yeah.
She's white too.
It's the Mexicans,
She's
dude.
white, dude. I don't know what it is about him, bro.
My potential girl is Mexican.
Yeah, dude.
This guy don't know. He's shopping at Baskin Robbins every night.
Yeah, she's. I might be locked up soon, guys. Possibility. So,
Throwing
anyways.
it down.
Yeah. Fuck.
What
Hashtag.
So anyone listening
Team Latina now, by the way.
needs to go check out Tomahawk on
Axton,
Apple Valley in
it's a-
18.
It's a,
Plug it. Instagram.
it's a great date night. It's a good like family event. I've been
Yeah.
there. We've been there for Joe's event. He
We threw an event
I didn't
there.
I didn't even know him when he welcomed up. He was good. He serviced us. Everything
Yeah.
was cool. Like it was nice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good little night out for like you said, couples and
Dude,
families.
it's great for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Go like there. Go to dinner. Go do something. Like it's cool. Like to bounce around instead of
So
like,
go next door, get some sushi, then go throw some axes.
yeah, dude. That's
There you go.
super smooth.
For
There
sure.
you go.
What's the Instagram?
Yeah.
Tomahawk Axe Throwing HD.
Tomahawk Axe Throwing HD. Make sure you guys follow.
for sure.
You
Check
do
'em
any
out.
like collab work or with other businesses or any type of events? Or?
The sponsorships.
Yeah.
So we're sponsoring the Gladiator fight over in Atlanta on the 30th of this month.
Yeah,
At the
it's a big
stadium?
thing. It's like it's getting a lot of
Yeah,
traction.
dude.
Yeah.
there's- they're,
It's at the
they're,
stadium.
That's really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have
at the stadium.
You haven't seen they turned the new sign on out there.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
lit up.
I'm trying to get space on there, advertising space on it right now.
Yeah, you need to talk. Is it your guy too? That's there. Is Laka there?
No, he's not on
It's
that
not him?
side. No.
Okay.
It's actually from what my understanding is the city actually owns the stadium, and then there's like a couple guys who have some little pieces of it.
I heard they have license. They have the licensing to do the events and that type of stuff for
Yeah.
the guys. But I guess this it's gaining traction up here. It's supposed to be a pretty big fight.
Yeah.
it's cool
Yeah.
cool for up here.
Definitely want to take.
What is it? A gladiator?
Gladiator challenge, I think.
Yeah,
So-
Okay, like a
American
run
MMA.
Expecting
thing?
like 3,000-4,000
No, it's
people.
it's an MMA fight,
Yeah.
but it's
MMA
gonna be
fight.
in the middle of the stadium.
Yeah.
Like so, the grass and that will have seat like
Yeah.
it's dirt and that
Yeah.
now, but
Yeah.
it'll be seating
Those
around
will be
it.
like VIP tables and,
And
stuff.
then
Yeah.
up in the stands, you could
Yeah.
sit too because it's a stadium.
Yeah.
Because I grew up going there for baseball games. Maverick
Mm-hmm.
Stadium was so fun to go chill and dude, it was cool.
I heard a rumor Iceman might be there.
Iceman?
Yeah, Chuck Liddell.
Well, he's been around a lot because he's doing a lot of work with Jake.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a lot of with
see. That'd be cool.
Ray Salcido and somebody else. They're doing like a big event, men's retreat.
Are you putting up a banner over there?
Yeah, banners, some ringside announcements, and some social media stuff.
Should hit them
Hell
up to get in there.
Yeah,
Donated money?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of money?
not that much. Like 500.
Oh.
$500.
Okay.
$200.
I see some of the events that are like, oh,
Yeah.
10,000
I
for prime
wonder
sponsor.
if we-
Like,
I
what the fuck?
Yeah,
you got
no, no,
you
no.
got a contact? Wonder if we can get some Roil
Yeah,
on there.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I'll give it to you guys after this.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
super cool dude. Yeah, lives in Apple Valley. He's been hosting them for like 20 plus
I was
years.
gonna take Boo Boo. I was
Let's
gonna
see
take
what
Boo
we
Boo.
can-
Well, here he said, "Dad, we're rocking our Royal shirts. We're rocking our Royal
Let's
shirts.
see what we
Let's
can't
go."
work out. Let's call and
Yeah,
see if
for
we
sure.
can get a
We'll
little
be there for
space
sure.
and something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be there
Oh,
for
for sure. You guys could set up a booth there for.
But even Jake,
Yeah.
you guys go and show face.
I got you.
You know what
I'll
I
be
mean?
there.
Like, he
Me and
could
Boo
be-
Boo.
yeah,
He
show
already said,
face
"Dad,
and-
let's wear our shirts. Let's roll." I'm
Yeah.
like, "I'm in. Let's go."
yeah, that'd be
So
awesome.
I'll have him March 30th.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I'll get you a shirt too.
Oh, dude,
Do
that'd be awesome.
Are you gonna host any type of things at your place or any type of specials? Or are you doing anything for that?
St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah.
we're doing a half off axe throwing, so it'll be like $12.50 for a person for an hour, and then we're doing $3 beers.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'd be
Cool
cool.
specials.
So we have like 30 different beers and seltzers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
so
sick.
like half of them will be.
Do you do any like rentals where like birthday parties that can
Yeah,
rent out time
yeah.
and space?
Yeah,
and
so we do
lanes
like
and-
weekday rates. We do weekend rates. Just 2 hours typically is more than enough because 2 hours of throwing is a long time.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. I remember
yeah.
we did like
guys-
for
I
like
think you guys
30 or
did 2
4
hours.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm sitting down for a while.
Yeah,
How was that arm? How was that arm?
Dude, I'm
So
like,
your
did we hit
shoulder-
shoulders
Wow.
today? Like it was
Shoulder.
my chick was doing. Like, it got wild for a minute.
That
but
shit
it's
pisses
fun.
me off after a while because
Yeah.
you'll get like 4 in a row
I-
that don't stick. And
yeah.
you're like, what the?
I finally switched over to the metal one he had. I'm
Yeah,
like,
the
fuck.
Tomahawk.
Yeah,
Felt like a ninja.
Definitely go check it out for sure.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
date night.
It's like a bowling type thing, kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Similar concept. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like a kind of uppity down. Like it's good with. Dude, Ryan's really cool to hang out with him and Kelly.
Oh yeah.
Like interaction wise and hanging out. Like so, it was cool because everybody kind of sat down, bullshitted through their axes. And
Gets
everybody-
competitive too. Little shit talking going on.
Joe and Megan were fucking late to their own event.
Not anymore. We haven't been late for shit, dude. We got to airports on time this last trip, bro. Shout out, babe. I
I'm
love
just
you,
talking
babe.
about the past that we
No,
know.
I know. I'm just saying, but
You're
just letting
not
you
your
know, it's better. Why you gotta bring up bullshit, dog? All right, cool.
All right.
Everyone,
Anything else?
give Danny a follow. Thank you for coming on.
Sure,
Thank you,
man.
guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Again, thank you for coming on
Yeah,
again.
Thank you for
yeah.
giving us a second try.
Dude, actually,
Anytime.
I don't know. I think this one was better than the last one. You felt way more comfortable too.
sure.
And like, dude, you were your stories were sick. So like, dude,
I know. I appreciate
Dope.
you guys having me.
Yeah.
So
Thank
All right,
you,
man.
man.
We thank you for coming
Yeah,
on, buddy.
really
We
appreciate
thank you
it,
for
brother.
coming on. So make sure you guys follow us on our Instagram, Roil Talk, TikTok if it's still around. We might have to jump to X. What else we got? YouTube, Snapchat. Spotify, as well as Apple Podcasts. Dude, a lot of people have been looking up on Apple.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people
I
have
noticed those
Apple
numbers going
Music. A lot
Yeah.
of people have Apple Music, so I
Yeah.
know that's not the thing. But it's cool because you can Google Roil Talk and everything pops
pop
up.
up.
Now.
We
Like,
pop
really
up.
boom.
We
You
take
just
a
Google
photo
and
of
all
our
of our
page now.
shit
got
pops
the
up.
SEO down.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's cool, like when you could just Google the name and like you're not looking all over. Because dude, when we
Yeah.
first put in Roil Talk, dude, it'd take you all over the internet trying to fight you like every other way.
we
it can.
number one now.
Yeah,
That's
well,
right.
That's a good
We're on the
feeling,
verge.
dude. That's a
It
good
is,
feeling.
man.
Yeah, so
It
that
is.
I even told the boys one day I looked this up. I'm like, hey, look it up, Google. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Because it's cool
yeah.
to see. So
It is, man.
It's
So-
just like that entrepreneurship. You get those little strides and you kind of
yeah,
like,
dude.
The wins, you know.
Like,
the
dude,
little wins.
I was down a couple weeks ago about just everything, and I even told Joe, I'm like, I'm fucking over this shit.
Yeah.
And then in the bathroom, I see Jake, and he's like, he told me about his situation with his mediation, and his wife's like, I want future earnings of Roil Talk. I'm like, fuck yeah, we're in business, baby. Like, let's go shoot today. It picked me up that fucking quick because I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck, all right, cool. Like, we
Yeah.
gotta.
Chales.
I like the hate. Like, I like the hate more
Well,
than
you
anything
have
because.
to, dude, you have to live there sometimes. Dude.
Sometimes it's like great to just fucking live in the hate and
Yeah.
you dwell in it, and then you get everything goes good, and you're like it's not to put anybody's face, but like fuck yeah,
Fucking
I
A.
got me. Like you know what I mean?
Fucking
Like we
A.
go.
It's a great feeling. Fucking A it is. Well, you know, guys, you know what it is. Smoke, lift, and live. We're out.
Peace.
Good night, everybody.